Look at this normal suit. Look how good it is. Dude, it looks
There's a normal
so good.
suit in the lottery?
I mean, there's a helmet there. I see a helmet. I don't know what this thing is next to it, but I see the helmet.
You just censor it out.
His eyes just blurred out. Like, I can't. This is a really smudgy part of my screen here. I'm not really sure.
Every time I look at it, I get squiggly eye thing or whatever.
Yeah,
what is that?
A helmet and somebody in witness protection, I think. I can't really tell what that is.
Unknown piloto.
Yeah, I can't tell. But yeah, they didn't add any other suits for 700. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of Downtime in the Hangar, where we talk about all things GBO2 and Tangent Never.
Not once. You're
Never,
hallucinating if you ever thought we did.
Today I'm joined by Gustav the 13th.
Yep.
And GamingEmblem.
How's it going?
So guys, how was your past week?
It's been peachy. Getting stormed out to death, hoping that we don't get washed away. But in general,
I'm sorry to interrupt. It's like you said, it's been Ichi. I want to know what kind of perverted anime adventures you've been going on.
I mean, that'd be etchy, but if we want to really go there, and train, but also. But no, just been really stormy around here. Dealing with more GBO2 stuff, and Nier Automata is still our main playthrough. Getting pretty close to the end of Route B, I would assume. But we've also picked up a lot of side stuff that's been cool to check out. So I've been happy with what we've been doing so far. I wish I was a little bit happier with the performance of the game itself, but that's neither here nor there. We might actually have a 2 PC setup here in a little bit just to see how that's going to turn out. So yeah. Besides that, just hanging out at the house. What about you guys?
Yeah, nothing like crazy eventful on my end. I've just been kind of working, playing a little bit of Pokemon Unite still. I think I'm finally starting to get a bit of feel for a lot of the stuff in the game. At the very least, I don't feel like I'm getting completely shut out of every match that I play, which I think is a good thing. But besides that, I'm still pushing my little SRW giveaway, stay on the battle ops, and trying to keep up with Super Robot Wars as well. So it's been pretty good for me. Like I'm really excited too, because the Tales of I almost said Christoria. The Tales of Arise has the demo coming out on the 18th, and kind of sucks because I had the giveaway ending around that time, and I'm going to be doing it for GBO stuff. But I want to, to get numbers, I want to be able to play GBO so people are there for the giveaway. And I know if I play Arise, that won't be the case. So you just got to That's
got nothing to do with robots, you nerd.
Right. So for the sake of helping promote the giveaway on the last day, I'm gonna forego playing Tales of Arise until Friday, and kind of figure stuff out from there. But good. I can't wait for next week. The demo is gonna be awesome.
Actually, yeah, I might try that out myself.
Would recommend, but I'm very biased.
Again, Symphonia is probably my favorite of the Tales series.
That's definitely the first one I played. I've probably played it the most too.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe that's why I've put like so many hours in it, and then it's just like I haven't put that many hours into another one. Maybe that's the reason. But yeah. But other than that, for me, I've been playing too many games, pretty much. Trying to max out every character on Phantasy Star Online 2. Got Braver to 20, Tegra to 20 here, like this morning. Got Hunter and Gunner left. I still need to use the reset that they gave out to fix Gunner. That way I can actually play Gunner and it makes sense. But I still wish they would just put in subtrees. Other than that, though, I actually downloaded Genshin again. I think I might check that out and see what's changed. I saw Hikaru playing it. And I was just
Hikaru.
like, that looks like a lot of different content. What does this map look like now? That's a whole new area. Let's go. So I might give that a go. But on top of that, there's still League MechWarrior 5 that I finally got fixed. Literally, was hardware acceleration was turned on like everything, and
You were talking about that with Chad last night, right?
yeah. So, when I tried to stream MechWarrior, like it looked great. I had ray tracing on and everything, and I was like, yeah, this is awesome. And then, it was suddenly got really scuffed and like I just lagging, and if I waved on at the camera, like it had like 2 frames a second for me even. So I'm just like, what is going on? And I check and the GPU's at 100%, and I'm like,
Whoa.
what?
Goddamn.
Like something's actually taxing this behemoth of a graphics card? What is this? You know. And I'm like, okay, maybe I've just turned everything too high. Let's take the ray tracing down a bit. Fine, I won't go maximum graphic. And then it's like on medium, which I could run my laptop on medium, and I was still like 2 frames a second waving, and I'm just like, what? Why? And then so yeah, it was just literally everything. So like if I had like your stream, Gustav, it was running like Chrome was like running at 30% GPU or something. So oops. But I even thought I was limiting the frames on everything, but apparently that didn't help. But yeah, finally got that fixed. So now pretty much everything looks good. So yeah, too many games.
It's all
pretty much.
hardware acceleration, right?
Yeah. And then the main problem for the stream is it has the NVENC encoder. So, it's just a discrete chip for just doing streaming. And it was bypassing that because it was hardware acceleration. So it was actually using the main GPU rather than the discrete chip that it has for it.
The
So,
APU or whatever that you had in there.
yeah, that thing. So, but other than that, been just playing a little bit off stream of like just checking out graphics on everything. Been doing the Path of Exile stuff again. By the way, Emblem, they fixed the problem with waiting for Battle Royale, so I'm gonna
There was a
message you.
problem?
Well, the problem with the queuing, where we'd have to be on the same server, and
Oh, okay. You don't
Yeah.
have to be on the same thing anymore.
so now it'll just take from, if it has to find people from Australia, it will, and then it'll try to find a middle ground for everybody when it starts the
That's
game.
good. It was kind of silly that it wasn't going through like all the servers or whatever. Although I get it because that's not how the normal game works, and it's kind of
Yeah.
just a add-on or whatever. So
Well,
okay.
and then when ping gets to a certain point, the game just feels really bad. So there are probably going to be some weird matches, but at least now, like all of the NA groups, we should be able to find a full game now. So apparently that was last weekend, but nobody was playing because everybody was like, "Well, it's scuff," and they literally just had a podcast saying, "No, it's not. Go in." But yeah, that's pretty much my week. Other than that, GBO things has been pretty hype. So I guess we'll talk about the first one here. What do we think? Jagd Doga. Next week, I'm more excited for the next one, but I'm so glad this is a shooty suit.
It's pretty good. I don't know if I'm glad that it's a shooty suit. I kind of wish the melee was a bit better on it, but at least it has the priority.
Yeah, if it didn't have the priority, that would be scuffed.
It's got Zeta problems where it just does these really like dramatic swings, but they don't reach that far. It just kind of curls it within itself.
Are you talking about the A1?
No, I'm talking about the Doga itself.
Well,
The
no,
way that
but you
does
compared it to
swing.
the Zeta. Were you compare it to the A1?
No, I mean just Zeta swings in general. Like how like regular Fitty swings versus like Zeta
okay.
era suits, where it's like instead of
You mean
swinging
era.
up, it swings forward, and then like the downswing isn't this big arcing thing. It's just like a smack upside the head.
I see what you're saying. When you say Zeta,
Yeah.
I thought you were referring to the suit itself.
No, if anything, the A1 does it a lot better. It's just that the windup slow as fuck.
I think the A1 has awkward swings. Like the neutral has no range. The sides are like everything about it is like super up close. You pretty much have to be on top of somebody to hit him with anything. But I digress. We're kind of getting into something else completely different.
We're getting into like raid life, I guess.
Yeah,
because
pretty much.
like
Yeah, maybe.
this
We're just
doesn't feel
bad melee smurfs.
like quite raid enough.
I guess
Everything
that's
else
weird.
about it's really cool though, because like I didn't think that the other funnels that were like, I forget what they called them in the weapon thing itself, but it was like pursuit and then like pincer or whatever. And I thought the pursuit ones are just gonna be the ones you sent out too, but actually they're follow funnels, which is pretty nice. Because it says follow when you get in game, like the in game designation is follow funnel.
Yeah, because I think I had that problem too. Because I was looking, I was like, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, it doesn't have follow funnels. That's unfortunate. I was like, oh, it does. I was like, does it? And I had to look again. Yeah, so that's interesting. Maybe it's a Club Sturmfaust problem.
Lord. I don't lie to be game, that's just a shitty club.
Oh no.
Club is trash.
Ooh, okay. So I was gonna say I just kind of looked over to see where you were at. I could send you an invite, but
Okay.
one of my worries with the suit was that it really can't finish its plate, and I don't know whether it was just because in the heat of battle yesterday, because it was a new thing, people weren't really figuring out the combos. But I know the shield chunks, right? Like I had a Sov today take me out, and I was playing the O, and he just shot me and then killed me. Now I'm pretty sure I was doing glass cannon build, but
well, I hit the MLRS with the full shield charge at 700, and I did over 6,000 damage, hitting all the beams. So that could be a thing. Oh, you said you sent me an invite, right?
Alright, I'm about to.
Oh, okay. I just have to put in a password.
I was gonna say you can. I'm actually making a password for it.
Oh, okay. We'll have to do it anyway. I'll just do that.
Yeah, like the follow funnels have pretty good build up. They I think they stun in 2.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
Barring that
quick,
nothing
it's
misses.
really
Yeah,
quick.
it's a 3-round. It's almost, you gotta be a little careful if you want to conserve because it is pretty fast. You can go through those pretty fast.
Yeah, I was surprised.
But there's 3 bursts, 2 to stun.
So it's just like the mass production, or not mass production, but the Keyblade Mark II for its follow funnels, right? They stun in 2? Except for just fires faster. Like honestly, this feels like a shooty version, and just all the shooty stuff is better than a Mark II Keyblade.
It's probably what the Mark II should be. They should probably just buff those funnels up to either regular Keyblade levels or in terms of the reach, or give a Jagd Doga stun ability with the range. I wonder what the difference is between those reach wise.
That was not the weapon I wanted.
Let me try to look.
No,
oh, come on, I was boosting.
Jagd Doga. So 250 and 200. That seems about the same.
Dude, how did I not switch to my sword? I don't know what happened there.
Pretty stumpy. 250, 200, and then this is 250. The pursuit funnels are 300.
Why did you switch it to my fucking gun? What the fuck?
That was weird.
Oh.
I'm just
I'm
missing
trying
all
to get
my
up
stuns.
my gun.
That didn't stun you. Interesting.
No, I missed. No, I wanted the tackle.
Fuck, man. How embarrassing. I don't know what's happening there. Like I would stun you and then go for a follow-up, and I would hit my I swear I was hitting my button to switch to my sword, but I kept having my fucking gun out. I don't know what's going on.
That was well, I mean, it looked like you swapped after you got through the boost. That was weird. But I'm loving the mass production Keyblade now. I think this thing is gross. Like it just has so much damage. If you can't take advantage of your maneuver armor, then I can just fully.
Or I'll switch right over your head.
Oh my! You shaved my ears, dude. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, come on, lock. Nope. If I only had that part That would have been that. There we go. I should have.
You should have wailed
I
for
should
it.
have wailed. I mean, I had enough tokens, but I wanted to save. Oh no!
Fucking shield hit.
You have 1 health. Well, you have 131 health.
Dude, you snapped around and shot so fucking fast. You like instant pivot, man.
Yeah, I was just like, I was slamming
Who's
the
that?
trigger. I was like, turn. Well, this is awkward.
For you.
Talk about this.
No. Jesus
No,
never
I
happened.
missed. Darn it.
I feel you there, Magnum.
Like, I've missed you so many times. That is kind of the nice thing, and kind of but you do have a dodge roll, which is nice, but like, I don't know, where you don't actually have a shield, it's pretty easy to bully that thing when you finally.
I'm glad you mentioned that part. Speaking of, I kind of have a shield.
When you're when you're charging that thing, I gotta shoot you in your big toe.
How big is it? It feels like it's kind of small. AI GBO1 was like, I was hoping you shoot the shield.
Oh, okay. Well, here, go ahead and start charging.
Showcase.
Go ahead and,
There you go.
Showcase,
Go ahead.
Showcase. What? No, come on. What? Come on. No. Yeah. Actually, that's really small. Like, I kind of fired to the right. I felt like I still hit it.
Yeah, you have to you pretty much have to peek from the left side to get it to work. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you have to use the peak advantage for sure.
One of these days on East Tag you.
One day. Oh
Right,
no,
it's
that's right. It's got a. I forget it has a grenade, dude. Oh man, it does have an insta. I will say your missiles aren't that bad. Oh, that's just rude.
Oh, a side swing.
No. Oh,
I missed. What is this range?
dang it. Dude, I am so like clinched and focused right now.
I'm winning, Magnum. You have to come to me.
Dude, dang it. If I go this way, you have peak advantage. Fine, I'll take the bait. No, I missed the
Take it.
tackle. Why? Oh no. Dude, those funnels are gross, actually. Okay, yeah,
That's
that's what I
awkward,
was
man.
really wondering, is how gross those funnels are.
They do a lot of damage. You definitely want that to be your big follow up.
I noticed you haven't really used your lock-on funnels, though. How's the peaking with that?
I think I don't know.
Like if you can't
should be
use
good.
your, if you can't peek left, like kind of in the situation right now where you're kind of trying to peek right, do you think it would be better to do the
Fuck.
lock-on funnel?
Yeah, I mean you get good range with it.
I'm kind of curious. Not too bad damage.
Do you have damage control? Like,
No.
am I just missing? Okay, I must just be missing. Which just seems to be the theme of this
Oh
game.
yeah, those are actually pretty short. You literally just the beams just stopped right in front of me. Ooh, those were hits.
Oh, I didn't realize that range.
Go.
Wow, you locked onto me? Holy shit.
I locked onto you
I
when
thought
you
I was
were
like on the other side of a rock.
when you were on the ground. I locked onto you, and I just waited.
Oh, you already had me locked. Okay, gotcha. I was like, damn, how'd you do that?
But yeah, the buffs that they did to this suit too is actually pretty significant. Giving its funnels another 50 damage per funnel was pretty gross. Like, I actually can do some damage to raids now. I'm actually, not to talk about this suit a little bit, but I actually don't know how I feel about the them giving just damage being like, yeah, that's its defense. It just hurts.
It's hard as fuck. I mean that shield beam on this.
Yeah,
It's
if
pretty
you
gross.
hit, oh, that was like half my
Also,
health.
the skill that it
No.
has is pretty cool.
Don't. Ah. Yeah, okay, so that if you hit that shield, you pretty much just you get to finish your plate. That's what I was wondering.
That's one of the big things. You can definitely 100-0 somebody with the shield shot.
Did you just like boost and lock on with the side funnels and then melee me? Is that what just happened?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty nice. That actually was very smooth. Still
that's what I was
kinda,
trying to do, but I couldn't get the fucking shield confirmed.
it's still weird that the Sazabi can't really do that.
Come on, man. Just how were you able to even finish that? Like the rocket hits you before you even reaching it. Like, fuck. I think I was boosting.
Oh, that was bad on
It's
my
just more
part.
stuff that frustrates. Nah, man. Did it look like I was boosting on your end? Because you like I was boosting and you stopped and you like shot me and I got staggered.
Well, I mean, the good thing is now we have literally both of them on the screen, so
Oh god.
chat can tell us what's going on. Or, if this is on YouTube, somebody in the comments tell us what just
Now
happened.
you tell me.
Because on my side, I was boosting and you just shot me and I got knocked out.
Yeah, I think
It was right at
I
the
think
beginning.
you just started boosting, so I caught you just at the beginning. It's kind of one of those things if you're like in the middle of transforming. But yeah, let's go ahead and show the stats of it, and
Yep.
we'll go ahead and bring that up.
And everything's good on your end.
There we go.
All right. So let me bring an unparted version. There we go. So base stats is 22,000 HP. Ballistic resist is 31. Beam is 35. Melee resist is 12, which is pretty low. The range modifier is 40. Melee is 25. Movement speed is 35. Boosted movement is 225. Base thrust is 75. Turning speed is 72. You get 10 close range slots, 21 medium, and 17 long range. Usable in ground and space. 2 levels, 650 and 700. Melee priority is 3. It has space compatibility. And I'll bring up the weapons and like go over to stats on there. Okay. So as far as the weapon goes, doesn't like it has a secondary that I saw. Yeah. So you have the beam machine gun for Gaine. And it fires 4 shots in a burst. Each one has a stagger value of 20. That's interesting. It's saying on here the charge shot is 50 times 2, but I don't think I noticed that it was shooting twice. But that's interesting. But it's 50% on the charge. You can do while moving. Apparently it causes flinch. Oh yeah, it says 2 shots in a focused shot. Interesting. So if that's the case, the full charge can break through maneuver armor, assuming the suit doesn't have damage control. That's really interesting.
Do we want to try that?
I don't. We can do that after I do go to the weapons. I think that'd be fine.
Yeah.
You have a secondary on the beam rifle or whatever as a grenade launcher. Nothing too crazy. Everybody can see it on screen, but the range is 350 on the assault rifle. But the grenade has a range of 250. Stagger value is low for stuff like this. It's only 10%. But I guess you have everything else, so it doesn't matter too much. Base power is 1500. Then you only have 1 melee weapon, and it has combo controller 1, so you get 2 swings. But it's the heat knife beam saber. Power is 2800, 2940 at level 2. ready up time is 0.77. So you probably wouldn't be able to go like melee combo town. Not that you'd have anything to combo with only one weapon. Next up on here is the small missiles. These pretty much only seem like you're really using them to set up a stun or maybe like follow up. Well, you'd probably use your funnels for that. You're probably just doing it for stun. Also train.
You can shoot them all boosting, right?
No, I tried that.
No?
And it's
Oh.
not possible. Nope. You can move and use them, but you
Huh.
can't. That would
Yeah,
actually
it's
be really
weird
good
that
if you
you
use them on
can't.
boosting.
That'd be amazing if you. That's a very raid thing to be able to do. So again, I don't get why.
What
That's
are
a
the-
caveat
Maybe
on this,
they
dude.
Maybe they felt that the follow funnels do a better job of it. They didn't want to give you like two boosting stun options.
If
I
anything,
guess.
like it doesn't really put you at an advantage to use the missiles because like they come out fast, but their travel's still kind of slow.
What's the...
So I don't know. Should have been fine.
Oh,
I don't think
400
they're any
range.
faster than the what is it, the BD2s.
Yeah, they have 400 range.
That would be the reason is... So this is like your super long range option. For some reason. That's just weird.
Yeah, why? Why though?
You
Because the
blink-
traversal
blink
isn't that
people.
fast.
Maybe the idea is to set up a stun and then shoot the missiles at them to try and get a stagger reset or something. Possibly.
Or kind of like a Dovin, how the eat the missiles, because you know they go up and they shoot from a mile away, and they take forever to get somewhere. But I mean, I've seen Dovin players just like eat people alive, and they'll like launch the missiles up in the air from downtown, and then just somebody gets hit,
Mhm.
and I just see them get deleted, because then they can combo super easy
Yeah.
off of those. Because otherwise, you're
Like
never
you're
gonna use
literally
those
just
missiles.
using them as like a blanket shot. You're just doing like boss battle tactics at that point.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess that's what these are for, and they're on the shoulders, right? That's what it looked like. They actually,
Yeah, you can fire them on the move too, which is you just can't boost with it.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure where they're coming from, honestly. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, they're on the shoulders.
the
They're the shoulder binders fold forward and then they just shoot out of there.
Is it okay? I'm not really sure by looking at it. I'd have to like see.
Yeah,
it or
I thought those
something.
were funnels, but essentially that's where the
No.
missiles were coming out.
They're on there.
Yeah.
They're on the
Well,
outside
those
of
are
those,
the
but those
funnels.
also move.
Yeah, because you're talking about this little thing on the flap, right?
Yeah,
okay,
the things
that's what I
that the
thought you meant.
funnels are actually on moves, and those flip forward, and that's where the missiles come out of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see the missiles on there now that I have the MS viewer on. Okay. But yeah, you have so many different options. I would just use it to set up another stagger or like a last resort. It doesn't seem like there's really much else for it besides that. Like maybe punching through a maneuver armor, somebody rushing you or something. Because you have 6. I mean, if you hit with all of them, you can break through maneuver armor 2. Or not
Yeah.
maneuver armor 2. Well, probably maneuver armor 2 and damage control 1. So next up is the mega particle cannon. This is probably like your big boy setup. So this has a 5.5 second charge. Fires 4 shots, and you can charge it while moving. The stagger value is 10% on each beam. So if you have all 4, it's 40. Which isn't a small amount, but anybody that gets hit by it is going to be like at the least stunned. But the each beam has a power of 1350, 1470 at level 2. So that times 4 is big boy deeps.
Yeah, that's gross.
It has a range of 400 also, so it's a really you can do it at a pretty good range and set up a stun on the support or something.
I was glass cannon, by the way, when I got hit with the O. I had my glass cannon build on. So
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I guess he's always said pursue. Okay. So we have the pinch funnels, pincer. It's got a no, it's the fire interval. What's the lock on time?
seemed real quick
fire
when I was
interval.
trying it. Seemed like 1
Yeah.
second.
Yeah, it says it's it says 0.8 on here. And it shoots out 6 funnels and it attacks twice, so it's 12 hits. Power is 45 or 450. I was at 4,500. That'd be sick. 450 per thing. stagger value is 8% on each shot. So that's 8 times 6 times 2.
That should be like the news funnels. Do like 2,000 a shot.
Yes, let's get in there.
I mean, if they're only going to give it 2 bursts, fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
The next one are the follow funnels. So the range on this is 200, and it's 50% heat on each burst. So, yeah, 6 shots again. You can move and boost while shooting. It causes flinch. It does pierce, and stagger value is 10% per shot. So, if you hit follow them, you should be able to stun most suits in 2 blast, like Gustav was saying earlier.
Okay, so that's all the weapons, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's got a ton of weapons. Like it's
not bad in that
kind of
regard.
got a gross amount of weapons.
Definitely has an answer for everything.
I feel like the skills are a little lacking. But it does have something real. Wait. Oh yeah, that's right. This is a level 1. I was gonna say.
Yeah, it definitely makes room for the other gimmick skill.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I guess it's based on just literally the shield's hitbox. So.
Mm-hmm. It's also just the idea that they expect you to lead in with that to a certain degree, or just to have it up for defensive purposes anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But this is another one of those suits. It's kind of like the Gallus J, where it on the Gallus it was a different problem where it's like, oh yeah, the fist is really good. You really want that downswinger to get the heavy stagger in, but it has all these other ranged options that are faster and make more sense to use most of the time. Depending on your positioning, and so I just end up using those. In this case, they made the melee kind of stupid and gave you a bunch of range stuff, and we're like, on top of that, you should probably just be holding down the fire button with the shield. But it's like, I don't know, most of this other stuff just is better, and maybe it's just for me doing a lot of Q-Belay stuff, but most of the other options just make more sense more often than not.
Yeah, it's weird that it's 5 seconds. Like if it wasn't so long, but I mean that's really again my complaint is if you don't use the shield, pretty much can't really finish your plate with whatever supports in front of you in just like one combo. And then they have such an easy way to kind of fight back because you're essentially shooting at them and they can kind of just shoot you since you're so big. So, I mean you'll win, but it's it's one of those like it can become a struggle bus kind of fight sometimes, depending on what you're up against.
And maybe the idea is that the trade-off is you get more stagger options in lieu of having a bit of a longer charge time. Because like the Ricardo DS2 has a 3.5 second charge on its beam rifle to do a stagger, but that's overheating your primary. Whereas this still has other options. So I don't know. I think the shield should act like a shield on top of giving you the diffusion thing. I think it's kind of silly that it's not a shield unless you're charging.
Yeah.
At the very least, have a buffer on it.
Yeah, because like outside of that, with how like almost irrelevant feeling the block is, I feel like they should have it act like a normal shield. But if you're doing a diffusion, maybe you have like higher stagger build-up resist. Because if somebody's machine gunning you, it doesn't even matter. They can plink on the shield or, whatever stagger build-up thing. Like, if they plink against the shield, it's not going to change anything about the build-up at all.
Like, funnels into the BR for the new probably would still get you. If not that, then the missiles anyway. Because then you're not even getting the energy reduction. You can just slap people with ballistics.
And the big thing is, like, you're still taking full damage from ballistic attacks. And when you have the beam thing charging, beams only deal 60% less damage. So, I mean, it's 40, which isn't irrelevant, but a real shield would take none until it explodes. And maybe that's a trade-off. You don't have to worry about exploding, but it's just super situational. I don't know. Just give it the destruction resistance skill or something.
I mean, maybe they're testing this out because I would love to see this on the Hama Hama now. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if they retroactively decide to throw it on there, go. I'll take that.
I know they'd never put this much effort in, but this is probably why they should have test servers for some of this shit.
I'm sure they have the 2 interns 1v1.
Oh boy, fight to the death.
Until they figure out what's wrong.
But overall, I will say I like at 700 now. Literally every raid I think at 700 has maneuver armor 3. Because the 700 one has maneuver armor 3, and then so far my 700 that I got out of the half spin for the GBO2 beam bazooka and the Hyakushiki both have maneuver armor 3. So that's kind of nice. But it's only 15% damage reduction rather than the 10%. So it's not like some crazy value unless like the stagger rate is even lower. But
it is, yeah, it's 30%.
Oh, okay, that's pretty good. Because it's 20 right now for maneuver armor 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's not bad. Okay, I can deal. But other than that, I feel like the shield gimmick, they didn't really... I mean, it has all the expected things of a raid, right? With force ejector and maneuver armor, at least.
Yep, and it doesn't have anti-blast, which is expected of raids, too, so...
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Oof, oof, oof.
So dumb.
Weird. That's a weird exclusion, and I don't understand.
Just every raid should have it. Like, I don't
agree.
SBB Studios. That should be standard.
Like, it sucks. It sucks as a raid when you like get in there, get to kill, do your job, and you get knee staggered by the person that you're like trying to gank, and then everything is just awful.
Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know if they thought it was just something to punish players for not having their boost or whatever, but like there are other scenarios where even if you have your boost, you're either having to blow your roll in contrast, or you're just getting caught up in it anyway because you want to be near the next person that you want to jump on. So like,
or you're just burning thrust because you have like 2.5 generals trying to murder you all at the same time.
Right.
Then you kill the support, and because you've been boosting or whatever, you just get caught in his explosion.
Yeah, so
a lot of people die horribly.
Yeah, it's not a management problem at that point. It's just a fucking game engine problem.
Yeah, it's like just give all raids that skill, for goodness sake. Like that should have been in their raid fix. Like, well, I don't understand that. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Just another part of assault booster. Just the most OP skill ever.
Yeah, you have a little bit boost left. You jump. There you go. It's how you counter getting done by the explosion.
Oh, we smart. Okay.
I mean, at that point, just dodge roll. Really, like, come on. If you had anything left, but I don't know. That's dumb that you'd have to do that. But yeah, Gustav, what do you think of the suit though in general? Like, I guess we want to kind of do final verdicts.
I want to be able to run it at 650. I got the fucking level 2 again. But I feel like it'll have definitely have a better time there. I'm very surprised that I didn't see people try to bung on this suit more when we were doing customs yesterday. I know it has the priority, but like we were talking about, the swings are kind of funky, and like even some of the duels that I've seen, like you gotta work pretty hard to like get in with this thing when you're dealing with Sasabis to have more reach than you, priority or not.
Right.
So, like, it feels like it still has outside fighter problems, which is probably something a raid should never have. But the output on this thing is disgusting. And as a follow-up suit, trying to keep in with the team, it's actually really good. So I can dig it. I like that they kept some of the stun thresholds pretty tight. on this thing.
Hmm.
You don't have to put in too much effort to get someone to just like, "Ugh, oh boy," and then you can just kind of move in after that. So
Yeah, I think it does
the
a
only
good
thing
job
that
as a
I'd
team player.
say, the only thing that I'd say is maybe speed up the shield a little bit. I know they wanted it to just be an angry Hamahama, but that's not really acceptable for this cost. That's way too slow. This isn't a boosted. That's just waiting for people to whoosh around a corner or some shit. It's doing all this on the move because it has to, because it can't stop moving because that's deadly. But otherwise, yeah, that's good. If this is, part of me is like, if this is what we're having to expect for like future raids, then kind of lukewarm on that. Kind of want the aggression. Was kind of crossing my fingers for a heavy swing of some sort. But we'll just have to see going
Dude,
forward.
that neutral, fuck.
It's so
On my end,
gross.
you hit air.
Yeah, that neutral's
Your
gross
arms
on
aren't
the O.
that stumpy.
The O is gross.
Not this time, though.
Not that time.
Not today.
No.
Ooh. Oh, wait, wrong gun.
No. But yeah, I'm not glass cannon anymore, so you can't just like one shot me. For real though, he like hit me for like 6k with the charge shot when I was glass cannon build.
It's so gross.
Because this thing only has like 23 beam resist by default, so now it's at 50 with
Like
this build.
you're doing 4,000, almost 5,000, even on generals with that, and it's just like, bro, fuck. On top of the heavy stagger,
output
like
is
just
similar to
bop
the
them
double
upside the
stern
head and
thrust.
just shoot them on the floor, I guess.
Okay, let's get on the bridge and test out that stun thing that you were talking about.
In fact, if
maneuver armor.
anything, if you had the time and if you could switch to the missiles, that'd probably be good just for the raw ballistic damage.
All right, now I got a full charge. That's not bad.
It breaks maneuver armor 1 without any kind of... Dude, that's gross. You can stun the Suzabi. That's why I was stunning the Suzabi. I was like, what in the world? Did I just... Maybe I got hit. That's why I was so confused yesterday. So yeah, you can stun with a full charge on his main beam rifle. That's pretty hype.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, through maneuver armor. It just sounds really dumb when I just say, you can stun with a full charge. Well, duh.
Oh, shit. The butt.
That's how it works normally, yeah.
But
that's
like,
not bad.
Yeah.
Was your video
is,
game
pretty
broken?
nice.
I mean, and the thing is...
The cool thing about it, too, is if you have a big shield support, kind of like the Malurs or whatever.
Yeah, that's the scary part.
If you eat the shield on the first one, you have a second shot to like help you out too. That's not bad.
Well, I mean, it still should stun off 100%, right?
Well, I just mean if the shield gets destroyed.
Oh,
you're
okay,
right;
yeah,
it'll still stun, but like maybe in a case where you're against a Mark V or something like that, might be a better example. You have a follow-up shot that stuns regardless. Like it's not too shabby.
No, yes. No, yes, no. Oh, no. Dude.
I mean, I won't kill you. I heal.
No,
shoot a
I
guy
hit
in his shield while it's charging, would you?
Ah! Whew.
I didn't hit you.
You shaved my arm. Ah! But yeah, I don't know. I like the shooty part of it, but I'm more of a support guy anyway, so I feel like I should try to spin for this more. But this suit, pretty much, honestly, the reason why I'm so excited that this is so shooty and it's doing well is it just makes me salivate for the what I hope is next week's
hopefully the quest.
Jagd Doga quest.
I wonder what they're gonna do for the main weapon. Is if it's really just gonna be that Gatling. I wonder if they're gonna give it an alt, because it's literally just the Vertex's beam Gatling that they give her.
Yep. Oh, that's awkward.
Oh, come on. You're like in the swing. Time to die. Or not.
No, or I miss horribly.
Essentially a beam barrage with funnels.
I know, that's what I'm like, let's go. It's my
That
suit.
sounds bad. That thing's gonna die a lot.
Dude, I hate that swing. Why is it so good?
That poke? Oh, no.
Yeah, man.
Oh, no. Yeah, that poke's gross. Like it's so like you're like, they're not gonna reach me. The O's not that close to me. I missed again.
Hey, the missiles! Oh my god,
The missiles actually did it. They were slow enough.
took it home. Yeah, for real. I suck with missiles in general, but they just feel like extra slow and awkward. But that's like every missile I fire, so that's not a knock against the suit. Just don't intensify very well.
But yeah, I mean, I wonder what the like stun buildup is gonna be though. Do you think the Gatling is gonna be that bad, or do you think it's gonna be closer to like if it's literally just straight up like the Vertex Gatling? That's gonna be gross.
I think if it has the Gertex, I think if it has the feel of Vertex, it'll be just fine, honestly. The girthy Gertex beams.
Okay, this thing doesn't actually have. No. It just went right to you.
I didn't even see you come off the bridge. Like the arrow on my screen was still like pointing up above my head. So I was like, I was looking for you. And I looked, and then I was like, and it's still pointing at you, like flew around behind me. I was like, what the fuck? So I like looked at my map and you're behind me. I was like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah, I was getting bullied in the O, which actually feels pretty good that this thing that can do decent against the O. Which I'm just bad with the O in general, so maybe that's not a good comparison. But
yeah, I mean, any suit that has good stagger buildup can just dunk on the O. Like obviously there are different cases, but I just go back to like when I was playing a lot of the Mark V. If you have a lock on the O before you get started, you can pretty much just stagger him out and then take him to combo town, and it's not generally too hard. But you still get bullied. But I would probably, you remember when we talked about the Rick DS2, and I made a comparison between like what I considered 3 of the better raids at the cost at the time. How it was the Dija, Rick DS2, and the Cubile Mark II. It's kind of like if you want to be all range, you play the Rick DS or Char's, not Rick DS, Char's Dija. You play Char's Dija. Yeah. If you want to be like mixed between the two, you play the DS2. And if you want to be Unga Bunga, you play the Cubile Mark II. Like now, I'd probably say like if you want to be maximum range, you still do Char's Dija. This suit probably takes over in the better slot. Like I would probably run this over the DS2, and then it probably comes down to preference. The Zaku 3 Custom probably edges out a little bit over the Cubile. I would say I just have a preference for the Cubile Mark II, so I play it more. But then you have like the Rigazi 600, right?
550, yeah, 556. I found out that it 550 for sure because I was in the full armor Thunderbolt, and then I got heavy attacked, and my life was pain because that heavy attack is, from downtown,
brutal.
like a mile away swing. So like that goes through the shield, so it doesn't matter what you touch on the full armor, it goes straight to your health. So it's like it breaks my shield whichever one it hits, and I take like 10k damage, and I'm like, oh,
cool shield, bro.
Oh no.
My shield.
Yeah, I think this has a good spot to contend with the other raid boys for sure.
I was comparing it to the Bawu, kinda. Only instead of having like
I could see that.
Stun, knockdown, then shoot, you gotta shoot first. And then knock down and finish off. But at least it's a heavy stagger though.
Yeah. Like unless you're just getting harassed, once you get the stuff down, any support that you catch with a heavy stagger should just be dead. So that's pretty good.
I do like that it does have a kit that it can kind of still brawl with stuff though.
That is Priority 3 is nice. I'm kind of surprised they gave it to it. I feel like in some cases, and maybe it's because I don't think it could survive in 700 without Priority 3, but I do like that it can punch through. But it's cool that they gave it that. Helps it in a pinch. Assuming you can close the gap anyway.
So any other final thoughts on this?
It's good. I don't know if it's go through an entire step up to get it good, but still good.
I wouldn't even worry about trying to roll for it on the step up unless you just want to try the discount. You don't even get the bonus. Granted, it still costs less, so it wouldn't hurt. But you are like going through the entire game's pool versus the current pool. So maybe you have to do the math and figure it out. I rolled once on the mid banner, but I just went for the bonus drop rate on the normal banner and my cool pilot suit that totally exists.
Oh no.
I will say that normal suit, when I was doing the update video, I was like, that looked good. That looked good.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good shit.
If it existed, that looked good. But
I'm only gonna get a helmet, but
I'm only gonna get a helmet. But you know, if there was an alternate reality here where the suit actually existed, that looked good.
That looked good.
That looked pretty good. Yeah,
sounds about right.
Totally did not only just get the helmet. No, not at all.
Oh no, dude. No. I feel like I'm gonna do a couple more single spins on the banner suit by the end. That's gonna be it. I don't know if I'm gonna do the other two depots, but we'll get to that here in a minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, if we don't have anything else on the Doga, we could go ahead and move into the mission suit that they gave out and start talking about that.
I'll pull the stuff for it.
I'm gonna make sure that I have the other thing set up so I can pull up the actual stats on my end. But yeah, I went ahead and changed the room to 400 if we want to just go in and just show it off.
Oh, you have it already?
Yeah. If you want to bring another support, general, raid, whatever, or if you want to kind of do the same kind
I'll
of
bring
deal.
a general. 400.
A very
We
good
can show
one
off
that I get
damage.
to show off something. If you want to bring in the Nemo with the cannon.
Oh lord.
Sure. Let's see if I have it. I only sound hesitant because I don't even remember if I have it on this account. I can never play it. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Because
Like,
again,
I should, but I
do
can
you have
never-
the cannon
never
for
know.
it though?
I do, yeah.
Okay. But yeah, this is the case of check your skills kind of thing, because this thing actually has the same thing that the detector has that I hardly see anybody really take advantage of. And
Stabilization device?
yep. So the same
Yeah, I
thing
thought
like
that was
the
a cool
tanks and
skill.
stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So when you crouch, you pretty much have maneuver armor for crouching. This is the best
Yeah,
way
you
I
also
can
get
describe it.
precision shelling, which is nice too.
Yeah. So it's like actually that's a pretty big damage increase. So like in testing, like in the training, I was doing 100 damage to 130 per bullet from the Gatling on it. So I want to do just a team of these in a pentagonal formation, all crouched. Unless you have a heavy stagger, you can't actually approach them. Oh, you're approaching me.
Oh, fucking low hanging under rail. All right. I'm liking the way this is going so far, man. Let's keep this up.
I know this.
Oh,
I'm like,
sure.
come on, yeah, shield.
You're like plinking me, and I'm like 1300. Let's go. Oh, no shield anymore. Let's fight. Oh god.
Oh
when did you fire
yeah.
those?
And those are insta stagger too missiles. So I shoot 4 of them. Now I can use the beam rifle. I found out. Didn't know about that. But I don't know. I kind of like the damage that just this does in general. Like it chunks pretty hard.
Oh no. Oh, ooh.
Oh no! I hit you with the
That was
flashbang.
sick, Magnum.
I'm so glad that it has the flashbang that the ground Gundam has. Oh, darn, it's not ready. This ready up time is almost as bad as a club.
Oh god. Oh god.
No.
That game froze. Okay.
Game froze. Hang on. Don't you have better hardware?
Dude, I don't know what happened there. Like the game literally like got stuck in place for a second there. I think I was still
Just like,
moving.
"Wow."
We'll just say it was a capture card, I guess.
But yeah,
Oh, God.
Gustav, you were saying that you were you talking to somebody, or did you just see a Twitter post? Which one?
About what?
Like it's
Oh, the
talking
VR or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, like
Yeah,
were you talking to somebody
it
about
was
it?
on a no, it was on a Twitter post.
Okay.
One of the JP guys already got it. And they were showing the screens and stuff. Ow. I'm surprised you didn't look before you guys got in there.
Yeah, I didn't. Well, I mean, I didn't really pay attention to the.
Boo, that shielded. That shouldn't have hit me.
This. Oop. I figured might as well swing at that point. I was like, well, let's just commit. Ooh, hate
Come
to
on,
see it
am I ever
happen.
gonna fall? I hate it when that happens. It's like perpetual, like
Oh, I can't fire that while
falling
falling.
over.
No. Oh,
Yeah.
you didn't just the tip. Yes. Got him. Nope. I didn't crouch soon enough.
I'm thinking it's just a tip. Oh shit, that is such a huge blast.
Yeah, I love it. The only thing is, I know I'm in a bad spot.
And I keep hitting X and circle to ready up my Vulcans, and I don't have that many weapons on this thing, so I don't have to do that.
I was gonna say, I still need to get my weapon swaps down. Like, the Vulcans on this aren't bad, because where they fire from and how they fire is really good, but the damage just really isn't there. The machine gun has, from what I'm guessing, and I did a little testing, I'm curious to actually see the numbers from the wiki, but I'm guessing it has 0.5 per bullet, and it shoots 2 bullets at the same time for stagger value.
Ew.
For
That sounds
the
good.
for the main weapon. And I know this takes only... Oh yeah, that's right. I can't tackle from crouch mode. That's the downside to having that stun resist.
Oh yeah, I was like, you can't, but you're right. That is something I take away for it, isn't it?
Oh man.
Wow, wow, wow.
Well,
Vulcaning your base Magnum is done, bud.
that's rude.
Hey, a friendly just dropped. Hey, teammate, why's your health bar red?
Yeah, I'm your teammate.
Oh my gosh. Freaking
I don't
commit
know.
stance.
I don't know if that's gonna be a skill that gets used too much on this suit, unless it's like faster than I think it is.
See, I saw the flashbang thing and I was like, oh, I missed. But I saw the flashbang and I thought it was smoke for a second. And I mean, the only problem is...
I'm assuming it's just a titty launcher, right?
Yeah. The same thing from the ground Gundam.
Stupid shield.
Oh yeah, shield absorbed it. Let's go. Dude. Yes. Okay.
You didn't even stand up on mine.
Yeah, I
You
did.
just tackled.
You just got to get a flinch. You got to get your leg flinch, and then you can tackle. Right? That's completely
Yeah,
standing
sounds
up.
about right to me.
That's completely standing up. 100%.
Yeah, seems legit.
Oh, I
I'm
didn't
glad
get
I
that.
hit you. I couldn't even see you.
Darn it. I tried to throw the flashbang after. I was like, okay, I'll bait his shot with that and then flashbang him, but that didn't work. Oh no! I flashbanged myself.
Did it stun you?
No, but it still just lit up my screen and nothing happened to it. I was just like, ah.
Whoa.
Oh my
It was like 10 seconds to the gear cave. I
will say though, like one-on-one, this is definitely a little awkward. You don't have too many instant stuns for yourself. Maybe charging the beam rifle might feel better if we want to just redo this, and I can try that. Because I've already found the raid problems. Like, the best part about a raid approaching you is it's 15 bullets to stun with the Gatling. Unless they have, like, maneuver armor too. But, like, this is just the ultimate version of the half cannon, essentially.
Yeah, it seems like it should be doing a pretty decent job in comparison.
The only thing I wish they would do is up the missiles ready up time, because they feel pretty club. It's not as
club,
bad.
bro.
It's not as bad as club, but it's still feeling kind of oof.
A little clubby.
Feeling a little bit club, bruh.
Yeah, feeling a little club in here, man. So the main thing is you like if I was hitting you with both shots, I was doing about 300 damage. So I give up that to put on the beam rifle, but now I have a charge up stun that I can focus in 4 seconds, or just do damage every 2 seconds. So that's kind of the trade off with that. It's a bit better poke at least. So I'll give that a go, and then we'll kind of go over the rest.
And I've got the page open and ready to go too.
Cool. If you actually want to kind of go over some of the percentages, we could talk about that real quick while we're loading in.
So the twin machine gun is 50 bullets, power is 100, stagger value is 1%.
Okay, yeah, so 0.5 per 2.
Yeah, so you're pretty much just using it to poke at people. It's like on level of Vulcans.
It just has crazy damage though. That's the best part.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a tank.
She staggered me out of my attack, man.
Oh no! I flashbanged you and stunned you after you hit me.
You did.
Though.
It's unfortunate.
3. No! My legs.
Mine your legs.
What?
I didn't stagger you. I didn't cover you. No.
This is just his dumb look.
Oh my god, you're still alive.
What is this fight, dude? This is just silly. Oh man, like, what kind of fight are we like doing here, man? Like, I should have tackled it. You were melee or something.
Oh my god, I didn't die. Whew.
We almost killed each other.
Playing around.
That was the equivalent of like 2 people just slappy hands at each other. Essentially, is what we were just doing.
Hands.
We're just like, eh. Yeah. There we go. Hang on, wait. How do? Shit. Something. Wait. This. Yes. There we go.
The swipe and a slappy hand.
Where'd you deploy at? Where you hiding?
Since the Magnum.
Oh wait, that's right. You're still alive. No, darn it. You're healing.
Yes.
Get back here.
Haha.
Aha. Ho ho. Oh, that's right. You got smoke. I was like, why didn't my radar show?
No.
Approach. Whoop. There we go.
No. Bully.
Bullet.
Should have stood back.
Oh, you're approaching me.
Give me.
I will say this thing is pretty slow though. I mean, it's got a giant backpack, but like, I don't know. For having that giant backpack, I feel like it should be doing more boosty things rather than. Ow. Okay.
Well, hey, you're down here now.
Now we're on the same level of nonsense. Oh.
Oh, we're the fucking wall ate my first ones. You're such a fucking bully.
No, it didn't work. No. What? Well, you just like did a
side swing.
Oh, that's the side swing? I've not seen anybody side swing, dude. That's actually the first time I've seen it side swing. That is amazing. Oh my gosh.
Dude, you just have like stagger resist while you're standing still?
Yeah, did I just resist that?
You've been resisting it for a while. Maybe it's because of anti-blast, but I thought I hit you directly with it.
Does this thing actually have, Wait, I thought I got staggered there. Huh. Sure. Come on, I don't have any legs.
My melee takes too long to come
No,
up.
I had no ammo! Tackle! Oh! This is literally, we're doing the meme fight here. You have 2 health. Get back here. Why are you running? No!
Why are you running?
I always
Why are
had the
you running?
missiles to kind of shoot back. Oh, that was dumb. Oh, this is the silliest fight, dude.
Every fight with the gun tank too is complete riot.
Okay, where are you stealthing at? Oh, I missed.
Uh-oh. Woo! Oh god.
Oh, what? No. Oh, I have you now. Nope. Ah, no. Don't hit me. Ugh.
Oh, I got countered. No, yeah. Dude,
Yes.
one of them, you like stepped casually to the side and like I missed 2 missiles. Like, fuck, man.
Oh, dude.
Oh, this one's gonna be a tie. Oh no. Fight me. Come down here and fight me right
Hey,
now.
I'm
Magnum,
ready.
30
I'm ready.
seconds. Thunderdome.
Oh, it's a fire! It's a fire! It's a
I did not stun you.
Is this far enough? No.
No.
Come on, hit me!
Gotcha, bud.
No. Oh, dude, I forgot how much. Wow, you just deleted my legs with those.
Those 3 missiles do crazy deeps. They're very nice.
It's a fire.
Not a draw.
Oh, that was silly.
Oh, Magnum, I'm glad you got to see the side swing on the tank.
I was like, was that a bug? What was that? You just literally like. Whoop, 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 whoop. I was like, what? I got stunned? What
Yeah, this thing actually has ramming attack. It just does like 500 damage.
But yeah, Gustav, have you ever seen the Gun Tank 2 do a side swing?
Yeah.
It just literally does a circle. I was like, what?
Yeah, it just burns out. I was like, woo, darn
Yeah.
it.
It should be.
That's
the,
why everyone loved
side
the
swing.
that's why everyone loved the melee on that thing when it first came out.
Yeah, I love the downswing, but that's pretty much all I use is the downswing, just because it's just like, whoop, boom. Okay.
Yeah, the hitbox is pretty long too. You catch a lot of people off guard with it.
Watch those corners.
Okay, so let's go ahead and bring up the weapons and stuff and talk about it, though.
Mhm.
Gustav, have you heard anything about it while I'm bringing this up, or do you have any thoughts on it yet?
Other than the BR, no. I mean, everything else about it is pretty par of the course for the ground gun. So it's got the city flash, it's got the just beam or just MG. I'm not really sure how the missile launcher works. I'm assuming it's more like the
It's just like the sniper custom, only
Yeah.
each missile does stun on impact, so you don't have to hit, you don't have to build up. It is an instant
does
stun.
it not fire as many? Like is the salvo smaller then?
It still shoots 4 at a time, and it has 8 total, so you got 2 shots before it has to reload. But the ready up time is pretty bad, and then the
Okay.
cooldown time is 4 seconds.
And then the Gatling, I'm assuming, is more along the lines of like half cannon or Gatling smasher.
Yeah, it's the half cannon, only it takes 15 shots to stun,
Okay.
which is actually insane with 120 shots
Yeah, it's
total
pretty ridiculous.
and decent damage.
I've got everything ready whenever you've got it pulled up or whatever, Magnum.
Yeah, it's the. Well, I mean, if you want to go ahead and cover the Gatling real quick, because that's where it's stuck on right now, because
Sure.
slight technical difficulty.
Uh-oh.
So the Gatling gun has a power of 85, 120 bullets in a clip, Switch time is half a second. Range is 450. And you have to be stationary, has ASL, and it has 7% on each bullet, which isn't bad. You should be staggering people out pretty consistently with the Gatling gun. Are you still frozen, Magnum?
Man,
What? Can you guys see me? You guys
I
hear
know
me?
we can
Oh, I
hear
don't
you.
even
I'm
know.
just we're assuming the technical
Oh.
difficulties are with the catcher, or that
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
stuck in
Yeah,
a menu here.
that is exactly what's going on.
Want me to just go over to the other stuff?
Yeah, go ahead and move on to the next one. I've got it up in like 10 seconds anyway. So.
Okay. So its primary weapon is a twin 100 millimeter machine gun. Power is 100, has 50 bullets. Switch time is half a second. Range is 250. Fires 2 shots at a time. You can use it to move while shooting. Stagger value is 1%.
Really sad on that one.
Huh?
Really sad on that one. 25% for the entire clip, dude. Like that is oof.
Yeah, because it's 1% per bullet, so you're doing 2% per per shot, right?
No, it's because in that case it would only take it might actually be 50. Hang on a sec. No, it took me 9 shots in the with the Gatling. It was either 8 or 9 shots to stun after.
Well, the Gatling is, according to this, 17, so it should stun in 15 hits. But
What would that be? No, I guess
Unless
it
you're-
is. I guess
they're
it is
combined
50.
both.
I guess it is 50 then.
yeah, because it says 50 bullets.
What's the Vulcans do? Is that just 1%?
The chest Vulcan, here it is. 2%.
Well, I've tried both of those, and those don't stun. If you
It seems a bit
dump both.
weird. Yeah, because I mean, if you're holding down R2 with the twin machine gun, according to this, because usually whenever he has multiple things, the stagger value represents the stagger value for each individual like shot, even in the case of like multiple ones. But it doesn't say you can stagger. But if you're firing 2 shots and it's 50, and each one is 1%. Oh, but it should be 25 bullets. Okay, yeah.
But the thing
so
is,
it's 50% regardless, yeah.
but I've dumped the
For some
Vulcans
reason I was thinking something else. Mhm.
and the machine gun, and that doesn't stun. And if the Vulcans are 2%, that's 60%. And then if that's 50%, then
Yeah, I mean, that should be more than enough. I'm not sure, because you'd have enough time to get it back up. So that's
I
kind of
could try
weird.
that in
I'm not
testing
sure.
real quick,
Mhm.
just quadruple check.
Oh, we could have just done it here, but I gotcha.
No, I figured we could cover the skills and stuff too while I'm doing this. Just go to the next gun,
Mhm.
and then I'll pull them up.
So it has a secondary primary. You can use the ground Gundam beam rifle.
That felt pretty good.
Power at level. I think I would probably run the beam rifle over the machine gun for me personally, but I'm not a big MG player either, so I'm definitely biased. But power is a level 1 power is 1200. Charge shot is 1650. At level 5 it increases to 1440, 1980 for full charge. You probably won't be using that one unless you're like mix up or something. Overheat is 50% on a normal shot, 90 on a charge. Range is 400 base for for a normal one, or for a normal shot. It goes up to 500 if a charge. Caps out at 420 uncharged. Goes up to 520 on a charge shot. You can use while shooting or use while moving. Causes flinching. Let's see. Staggers on a full charge. Stagger value is 8% on the beam rifle uncharged, 30 on a full charge. It has a beam saber. It says the preceding type, so I think it's just like the normal one or whatever. But Beam Saber is 1700 power. Switch time is 0.75. We talked about the Vulcans a little bit. 65 rather per shot. It's 30 bullets in a clip. Raises up in 0.8 seconds. 200 range. You can use it while moving and boosting as usual. Stagger value is 2% per shot. They call it a flash bullet. Gustav said it was the titty flash. Just like the Slave Wraith, you can use it while moving and boosting. It causes dizziness effect. Stagger and the stagger value is 0. We talked about the Gatling gun already. Half missile launcher has a power of 500. Is 8 to clip. You fire 4 shots in a row. You have to go into commit stance or stand still to fire it. Staggers if hit, and each rocket has a 10% stagger value. Kind of interesting in that regard. Like, I figured, like, if they're going to count each one, I mean, 40% if you hit all of them isn't bad, but I don't know. Like, I guess you would just switch to the Gatling gun or something. I was thinking about, like, somebody rushing you down. So that's 40%. You need to make up the difference with, like, a 7 afterwards. Because, like, I know your other stuff isn't going to work too well to build up stagger. So you pretty much have to switch to the Gatling gun. But, I mean, you had the range for it, I guess.
Yeah. 8 shots. I mean, the Gatling gun is just better right out the gate, though. If somebody's just rushing you down, just Gatling.
Yeah, anyway. You wouldn't even use the missiles. Yeah.
The missiles, though, if you've already done the wait time, just wait till they stop boosting so that you can stun them in. I do like the fact that if there's just a wave of enemies, I just spin the camera as fast as I can and just like fan out the missiles and stun like 2 to 3 people sometimes. So that's pretty nice.
And here are the skills. So it's calling it high precision artillery on the wiki, but I think it's called like precision shelling in English. When crouching on the ground or stationary in space, a plus 5% correction is added when shooting. That's on top of the normal bonus, which I'm not sure what it is off the top of my head. Airframe fixing device. Skills are effective when crouching on the ground or stationary in space. This one that makes you resistant to staggers. It has explosive reactive armor, as we saw during the thing. Anti-personnel radar level 2.
They do exist.
He does exist. High performance radar level 2. High performance scope level 2. Gives you the 5 times zoom. Observational data link. Touch your friendly CHP bars. Frontline maintenance support system. That's when it reduces spawn time by 5%. Is anti-jamming level 2. And impersonation transmission device, or false beacon, or whatever. Makes you look like a friendly.
I don't see that skill getting used very much, and I feel like it's just at this cost, there's like nothing that uses that really. And I mean, in order for
other Slave Wraiths,
I was gonna say, need to buff it if they're expecting that to be played ever. Like, do I even have the? Yeah, I do. I do have the level 2. So like
everything about how this suit is set up is meant for you to be like taking that knee, digging in, and just letting loose at your stuff. But in terms of the movement rate, you're going to be doing that regardless, right? Like, you're not doing it in a stealthy, like, I'm just here with you guys, and then bang, bang, bang from the back line.
Yeah, I think you're just going to use it essentially as smoke, honestly. Just catch people off guard or look at the radar every now and then, kind of like you do with the Bolin Oak.
Because it's gonna be way too obvious on even Arctic map, unless they're just hoping that you can't stun them from behind and just like continue to go around.
That'll be the big one you want to use it on, but I kind of worry about the suit just being too slow. Because like the Bolin Oak at least is.
It just seems like
cannonball.
Like movement wise, it just seems too obvious.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this guy that wasn't with us on the initial turnaround is suddenly ahead of us. I wonder how that happened.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand. I'm gonna do my stealth suit thing and stand there at the first till everybody rotates past me, and then I'm just gonna join in. Like, yeah, guys, I'm one of you. Yeah, downswing.
What do you mean, smack?
Like that's the best idea that I've got with this, and that's it. Just on that map. That's all I got. After that, I'm like,
Yeah, I mean, I think the skill for the most part isn't really too relevant at the beginning. It's
Yeah,
kind of
it
just when
just-
things get into the mix that you want to use
It
it.
needs to have it because of what it is.
well, even
Ultimately,
then, I mean, the thing I hate about it though is, I don't know. I feel like this is just a, hey raid, I'm over here, kill me right now. Like since there's nothing else that really uses it. Like, you're like, okay, do they have... Oh, I see a friendly. I mean, dinner. Come here. Like, the raid looks at his radar, and he's just like, this one, tonight. You. Just like, I don't know. It just feels like, instead of a fake beacon, it's raid kill me beacon.
Why would they ever attack their friendly teammates though? You have false speaking.
I don't understand.
Must be some friendly firer report them at the end of the match.
Look at his team.
I didn't get you
killer over
today,
here.
but
Good
Kobe
old-
will eventually.
Good old toxic Magnum swinging on his friends.
I know, right?
Wait, what? False reports. There we go.
Apparently, that's the thing in Pokemon Unite. Speaking of false reports, you can report people for abusing the voice chat, and like most people don't even use it.
I didn't even know it had it.
I saw the like.
Right?
Wait, wait, actual voice chat?
Yeah. Apparently,
Like,
the Switch
why?
has a like a headset that you can get. And a dock
I
for
mean,
it.
yeah, but that's weird because it's supposed to be a mobile kind of game. I would just assume you just have a chat thing, but I forgot that it's a console thing too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought you were just spamming what a goal, what a goal, what a goal as a just like the meme thing, like, you know, in what is it, Rocket League? What a save, what a save, what a save.
Yeah, that's the what you call it guy, the announcer dude.
Oh, that's just the announcer doing that? I thought that was like somebody
Yeah,
BMing
no, that's not the
hard,
players.
dude. The announcer's BMing hard. Okay.
What a goal.
Dude, that
But I
just
digress.
that sounds horrible. Like if you're on the losing team with that, what
It's
a
just
goal,
like
what a
GBO2.
goal.
You're the best. You're the best.
Nah, those are good. There's no is he a new type or you know, whatever else going on. That's
I can't
what a
right
goal
now.
is good.
I can't-
Yeah. I think what a goal procs whenever you do like 50 or more on a goal post or whatever.
Okay, yeah. That's like Neidhart insulting you, like, oh, see you here in a second. What are you saying? That I'm gonna die quick? Try to call me bad,
Yeah.
Neidhart? What is this?
See you soon. Bam.
But anyway, the stats, I guess, too. Did we go over the stats at all? I mean, they're on the screen. But...
No, I was waiting. I just figured you were gonna go over them since you had it on screen.
So, 16,000 life, 25 for ballistic and beam resist, 5 for melee, range strength 28 to start with, pretty nice. 2 for melee, movement speed is 95. I think I said 100 earlier, but that's because I put a speed part on it. So man, this thing's slow. It's actually, I think, slower than the equivalent of the weapons rack, if anybody's played that. Then the top speed is 165, 50 thrust, and 51 turn speed. And you definitely can feel that turn speed. But then I started looking at like the GM cannon too, and I'm just like, oh, it's actually slower. So, and it's got less health, but it does have better melee res. But yeah, any other thoughts on the full armor Slave Wraith?
Definitely looking forward to getting it, messing around with it.
That doesn't seem terrible for a free suit. You just don't have to buy like PSN bucks or anything.
Right.
Right. I will
It's no
say.
Go GG, tell you that much.
Oof. I guess we can revisit this and kind of get your take on it, Gustav. I guess next week a little bit too. Then Emblem, once you have it, we can kind of touch on playing with it.
I'll hit you up next month and let you know.
Okay, I know what I'm requesting once he unlocks it. Let's go. But anyway, for me, the machine gun's cool. I like machine gun things. I really like the 400 range on the beam rifle though, so I might start using that. The machine gun does chunk though. I was hitting 300, almost 400 on some of the generals that had less ballistic resist. But beams do good damage at that cost too, because a lot of things don't have that much beam resist either. So
Right.
That's always been a benefit of just playing the ground Gundam itself. The flash grenade is very good, and that's always been really nice. This one seems to shoot out more in front rather than, I don't know, it feels different from the weapons rack or the ground Gundam. I don't, maybe it's just where I haven't used those in forever, but yeah, it feels a little bit better almost, and kind of farther range. The half launcher, I just wish the half launcher readied up a little bit faster by default. That's kind of my only complaint. But the Gatling is fantastic, and just having explosive reactive with stabilization device, like that is fantastic. Because I think what was happening then, I think my explosive reactive was kicking in, and that just prevented this stun from getting hit next to the ground, and then that doesn't even build up anything from what I understand, really, other than just, I guess, basic buildup. So then the stabilization device was just like, nah, for a second one, and then I just went prone, because the first game I played, I like took 2 hits, and I was like, what? How did this happen? So...
What on earth?
Yeah, so like I feel like this is like the
Nani?
ultimate version of the half cannon, essentially. Just if the missile launcher was a bit better, it would be. This would be a amazing suit, for sure. I still think it's pretty high up there though for supports at 400. Isaac, of course I like the Dom Barrage, but Isaac's still good. GM Cannon's still good. Cannon 2 that is. You got the Hildoffer, which is going to be insane. It's got a heavy stagger, so that's why the Hildoffer will kind of do very well against. And then I also still like the weapons rack. Got some consistent damage output too. Level 2 not as much though. But definitely a nice addition to the supports though at that cost. I feel like 2 of them, by the way. I had 2 of them in a custom match when I was just trying to test it since we didn't have a rated cost for it. The Gatling was just stunning super fast. Like, we held a dude in place for days. Like, every chance they got to move, they were just, like, instant stunned. That was actually kind of gross. So, unless you have a dodge roll, there's probably not much you can do once the Gatling's on you. But... cool. Oh, I guess my last thought on it. I want a team of nothing but Slave Wraiths, 1 full armor Slave Wraith, and a Pix. Let's go.
Holy.
It'll show up as like, if it's a 6v6, there's 5 teammates coming at you, and then an invisible
and just
guy.
one dude that's not there.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Like, where did the other guy go? Who are all these dudes? What
Right.
the fuck?
The next 400 costs, like, that's what we got. Or you could just use the Isaac with 4 Slave Wraiths and an Isaac, and then
Oh my god.
1 Pixie.
Actually, Isaac would be pretty good because he could just compound stuns on the move
Yeah.
while pinging people and then scrambling their fucking radar.
Oh, by the way, Gustav, you know how we set up the half cannon, like, line of fire?
Mhm.
I'm just thinking, though, like, I don't think there's really anything that has a heavy stagger other than the Hildoffer at this cost, or has a good stagger that's long range, really. So, like, if you just set up the firing line with the whole team of these, like, somebody steps around the corner, they're just instantly stunned. Because you're probably going to hit them with 2 bullets if they peek.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, at that point, you just bunch up move forward and then just get on whatever lip you guys are chilling on. Just start smacking them.
But yeah, I feel the meme would be strong with this one.
Oh, for sure.
Because we did the half cannon thing and it was working there for a minute. And this the only difference is the half cannon can be stunned. This you have to either heavy stagger or build up to actually break it.
Mhm.
But anyway, let's see. Let's go and get into the rest of the patch notes. Meanwhile, in Pokemon Land. But anyway, the rest of the patch notes. Okay.
Keck, wait.
Now, what page is this on? Oh my.
Oh my.
Okay. Let's get rid of Pokemon real quick before that happens again. We don't want Pokemon happening round 2.
Much Pokepals.
Next time on Pokepals.
There we go. Okay, we good. We back. There it is. Fully back. Everything's good.
Hey.
Okay. What character were you playing?
Cinderace.
Okay, whatever that is, I'll have to find that and have that like attack the screen or something. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, so we talked about. So now we're in the patch notes. We talked about the Jagd Doga. Look at this normal suit. Look how good it is, dude. It looks
There's a normal
so
suit
good.
in the lottery.
I mean, there's a helmet there. I see a helmet. I don't know what this thing is next to it, but I see the helmet.
You just censor it out.
His eyes just blurred out. Like I can't. It's just a really smudgy part of my screen here. I'm not really sure.
Every time I look at it, I get squiggly eye thing or whatever.
Yeah.
What is
It's a
that?
helmet and somebody in witness protection, I think. I can't really tell what that is.
Unknown piloto.
Yeah, I can't tell. But yeah, they didn't add any other suits for 700 again. I mean, I guess
Ooh.
cool, but it seems weird that they aren't doing more of those.
I wanted that 7. Boo.
Boo.
But yeah, I don't know why they're not adding more like the mass production Cubile or anything else, getting bonus levels. Maybe they're waiting till after the anniversary so it doesn't inflate the pool too much or something. I don't know. But the next thing though, half off step up. So the wording was very weird when we first went through it, and it just said all lottery like half off or whatever. But what it literally was an actual step up banner that is all half off. With the last two being 2-star or higher at a 1.5 times bonus. I mean, those are both weapons and suits, though, is kind of the downside. But, yeah, kind of cool. 60 tokens for 4 spins. Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what do you guys think about this one? Like, I think this is not just for new players, but anybody who has had bad luck on the past, 10 banners.
Would you also say it's not just for show?
I thought that's where we were going to.
Well played. So, what do you think? How many spins have you guys done on this?
I did one for the heck of it on my main, but I don't know. As a non-new player, and the fact that it goes through the whole pool, I kind of just save my tokens.
Well, it's the current pool. It's not like every suit inconsistent.
Is it not? Because I feel like I got some garbage
pool.
too, but maybe they just have garbage in the current pool too.
And there's just doo-doo in the current pool.
It says same as current supply drop lineup, and then you can click
because that was the first thing I looked. I was like, can I actually get the new suit? Is there some weird catch here? No, it's just a regular pool. Okay. Fuck it.
Yeah, it's just like there's no benefit to getting there's no bonus to getting the new suit, but it's literally just the current stuff. And there's actually a lot on here that I don't have, so I'm like, I might do the other two.
Yeah, I was like, I might as well go for it. So I went through those.
Just don't want a Zama level 5. Oh no. Never mind. I think I've scared myself.
No. I got some okay stuff out of it, but yeah, if you're just gonna focus on I'd say do it if you're kind of low on tokens and just want to go for the discounts. But if you're specifically going for a suit, you might as well just go for the regular one. Get the bonus on it too.
Yeah, see, that's my kind of conflict right now. Is I'm pretty sure, like 99%
Not that it's a
sure that
considerable bonus, right? We have to keep that in mind. It's like 1%, but it's also a 3-star suit, so at least it's not 0.5 on its baseline.
the 4 stars, right? But the
Mhm.
but I'm next week though. I'm pretty sure, like 99% sure, we're getting quests. Doga. If we don't, I'm gonna like riot next week, dude.
Like, I guess that's another thing. There really should have just been
Prepare to
a dual
riot.
banner.
Yeah, like that's what I was expecting. Like I had my
But
tinfoil
I
hat
think
on.
this is just literally one of those things that is just like, we ran out of suits. So I have to space them out here.
Yeah, it's kind of what it seems like. I mean, there really aren't that many in Stars Counterattack.
Yeah, especially since they blew their load with the grunt suits early on.
Yeah.
Like, I get it, because those definitely aren't, like, anniversary material compared to the others, but still.
But yeah, since it's pretty much like probably gonna be that next week. I've got 100 tokens, and I feel like I'm gonna need every last one of them. So I don't know if I want to do the last 2 10 spins on the half off or not. That's kind of my conflict right now. But definitely a pretty cool banner though. I was not expecting, when I saw that it was a step up, I was not expecting them to do any bonus like times 1.5 or anything extra at all.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, anything else on the step up banner?
It's not the worst thing ever. At least everything's half off.
Yeah, that discount's pretty nice.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And one noteworthy thing, the drop rate on 5% or 4 stars is 0.25 higher on the second banner than it is on the main one. So, want to have your high chances of getting the loot.
Good loot. I did end up getting a Sazabi on both accounts. Jesus.
Oh, you did get it on both?
Yeah, like I got it
Nice,
on the alt,
yeah.
and then later on I got a dupe. Got a dupe Sazumi on the fucking main account.
The dupe master with the RNG. I guess it.
For real.
Well, I guess it had to make up for
Pops
you
off
doing.
quick.
You had to do all 7 steps though, right?
Now that one was pretty early on, but like, that's the crazier thing about it, because that was like, I think the second or first step. I didn't go too deep into it by the time that happened. I was just like, what the fuck? But that, I mean, that just kind of goes to show, gotcha's bullshit regardless.
Right.
You really don't. You shouldn't worry too much about the percentages, because it's all trash. Just spin on what you want.
I finally finished it.
You guys aren't really that smart, because it's all random any damn way.
Well, I finally finished that video with your 5 times bonus spin and like every other thing that I had. I was gonna throw it up, but by then the new banner had already come out, and I was just like, well, it's only 3 times, and people are probably gonna go for the 7th step anyway. So, but next time they decide to pull out that 5 times bonus, I'm gonna be like, no. This is why. Don't do it. It's a trap.
I mean, the trap was you actually trying to do gotcha shit in the first place. You already fucked up.
I've already fell for the trap.
The trap of the trap. But
it's like, but this time, the rates are good on this one though.
Oh no. No.
I have a better chance here. Oh damn.
This time I'll get it. I believe this time.
Savvy consumer, unka bunka.
I'm gonna get it this time. Just one single.
Oh,
gonna be one more single on the Jagd Doga.
If anything, that's the worst thing about having a chat, because you just hear a bunch of success stories while you're suffering. And it's just like, yeah,
I know,
man,
right?
Like,
you
I got that bitch. It's like, you
good
know
for
what?
you, dude, but this is not helping me right
Also,
now.
Dude, the
alternatively,
free
shut the fuck up and just let me be mad.
Right?
I gotta congratulate you right now. I don't have the damn thing.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad sometimes when it's just like, I'm like, yeah, whoa, I got it off the free spin, guys. I can't believe it.
Good, thank you.
And then Gustav's over here like, I'm on step number 6. And I'm like, oh no, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Just let me get it.
I'm sorry.
Give it a big game.
Like as soon as it, like that was the new, I think, when I was on like step 4 or 5 and got it. Then you were like, I'm on step 7. I'm like, oh no, I feel bad now. I'm bad. I'm a horrible person. But yeah, gotcha problems. Luckily, I'm not really invested in Genshin, like any kind of character specific
fuck.
thing. So
Could you imagine if we were doing multi gotchas like that? Oh god.
dude, I don't see how people do that. Like, what in the world?
Oh, god,
Oh,
do
Emblem.
you do
Emblem, he's got
FRW shit?
mobile. Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh my god.
Dude, I play Super Robot Wars DD, man. Like,
What about
Oh god, why are you still
What
playing
about
that?
Gunpla
What are you
Warfare?
this game's
insane?
awesome.
What about Gunpla Warfare?
What-
Their
which one?
anniversary is going on right now.
Oh no, I haven't been playing Warfare.
What about Romancing Saga?
No, I like lose interest in MOBA or the games after a while for like no real particular reason. It's just sometimes they fall off. DD is like my
that
current long-running
SRW
one.
though.
Yeah, DD is like my long running one, but usually I can only maintain about like one.
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
RS I just like for the crossover cutscenes and stuff. Like that's
yeah.
fun. I don't really care about getting certain things after I got some of the Saga Frontier 2 guys. It's like, all right, I got the ones I want and actually know. The rest is
Like
just like a
stuff.
bonus. Yeah, I gotta get the goose.
So, just on a very random tangent, I think you guys might have heard about this. But when my grandpa was in the hospital, I was like, trying to find something on mobile games. So I found one called AFK Arena.
Oh
Is it
no.
a tapper or something?
It's one where you kind of
this-
like set up a format. Like apparently it's a pretty big one as far as like.
Did you actually not know about it before? Hold on, because that one's got ads out the ass, kind of like
Wait, ads.
Shadow.
They do a lot of
Shadow
collabs.
Legend?
They do a
Yeah.
lot of pretty much. Yeah, I've never seen really any ads like that though, but apparently they do them.
Yeah, I never heard of that
Yeah.
game.
So like, I didn't know that it was as ad like them having people, but they did a collab with
Adverse.
They even had fucking I think Markiplier do ads and stuff. Like they kept pulling people to be able to do ads for those.
But
Yeah, I definitely never heard of the game.
yeah, I just went ahead and opened it, and now it's like breaking because it just downloaded like 500 updates at the same time because I haven't been on this in
Oh
forever.
no. Oh no.
But the reason why I kind of brought it up, just the random tangent here, is am I even did they finally kick me out of the guild? Because apparently if you're AFK too long, it'll actually choose a new guild leader.
Whoopsie.
But the game has AFK in the title. What's that even mean?
Because he fucked up.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
left it
The
to
guild
AFK.
the guild leader has to be active at least, and the officers do too. But I'm still in, and we're still pretty big for some reason. Magnum
Is it
Gaming
your
and
guild?
yeah, Magnum Gaming, and they're
Okay.
still going strong. I guess that's why nobody's kicked me because I made it. I guess I just never play. Like the chat's even current too. Like what in the world? But yeah.
They can kick
Rip.
you if you're the clan leader.
Well, the thing is, if you're the clan leader and you're not active for like 10 days, it'll go to your most active officer. Will be the new clan leader, and you'll just become a member.
Yeah. But you said you're still it, and I thought you said they haven't kicked you yet. So
Yeah,
I
I'm
thought you were
still
like,
in.
the clan leader.
No, I'm not the
Mhm.
clan leader. No, I'm just a member now. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
they haven't kicked me
okay.
even though I've been like completely inactive for like a year now.
You say some dedication to the OG.
Yeah, yeah. Like, and you get all the like extra guild benefits. So I just accepted all the rewards. There we go. There's my yearly
Just
login.
sign in every now and then and get some fat cash.
I don't even really play it anymore. The thing is, it seemed kind of interesting at the beginning when there was like nobody paying to win, and then the pay to win hit, and it was just like, yeah, I'm out. So normal gotcha things.
Starts.
Normal gotcha.
Does it have a single player?
Yeah, there's like a story thing you can go through, but then like now it just feels like there's too many menus and everything going on. But like, yeah, I got into it like when it was like, oh, this is a new game. Let's see what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I literally sit here and pretty much do nothing. Oh, but there's a little active way to play. Oh, that's kind of cool. But yeah. I hadn't heard of it maybe the ads started after that. Like I can't I can't remember how close to Raid Shadow Legends that was, but
Yeah, I can easily say I've never heard of the game either, but I don't keep up that stuff. None of the mobile games I play have ads, and
Like I
I
don't
guess a whole
keep up
lot
with them.
do.
They just kept spamming ads when I was doing stuff on mobile, and I was like, "Oh my god, I don't want to look at this anymore."
Yeah, and I guess none of the stuff I watch has any that stuff in it either.
but yeah, like as far as it goes, like I'm like the gotcha part of it. I was like, well, I guess I got whatever, and then competing in there's PvP of course in it, but
Mhm.
we ended up being pretty big on the server. Apparently though, they have like a ton of servers where you can just remake another character on a new server, and they just keep opening up or something like that. I don't know exactly how, but essentially that means you just start over, which is weird. I'm like, I don't know how many gotchas I want to hit the reset button on. Be on a fresh server kind of thing. That's a little weird.
Yeah, that is a little weird that you can't just do it.
So yeah, so I think I don't know how active the server is, but yeah, I think that's how it works. I don't know. Again, it's been forever since I played it, but that was one of the weird things. But yeah, the multiple gotcha thing is just like, whew. I mean,
Too
like I
many
said, I'm
gotchas.
gonna pick up Genshin again, and maybe
Don't
I
do
just
it.
have. Well, I mean, I have a
No.
ton of backlog of like the stuff to roll. Like I could do like
Uh,
probably 200 spins with how much stuff I have just sitting around. So I'll do that and see what the new story is, and then I'll probably yeet out again. But I blame
I've seen ads for new Genshin Hero, Pew Pew or whatever.
pew pew.
Wait, what?
And it's just like I run something fireworks, pew 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 pew, and they
Oh.
like have scenes going on, like that's like the character's
I'm
dialogue
gonna be
in the
honest, I
trailer.
thought that was just like a really weird, like,
Nope.
parody on her name. Like, what the fuck?
No, her name is something, but they've got the they've got that person, they got that grown woman saying pew pew
Pew, pew,
for
pew, pew.
a child character in a video game. So
Wah wah wah. Did they make her?
Voice
Did
actors.
they make her fucking voice super deep? They've done that for Fire Emblem.
No,
There've been
she sounds
some
like a
like.
squeaky
Oh
anime
man,
There've
girl.
been some
rip.
kid characters where like what was her name? Lachessis and Heroes. You're supposed to be a kid. Sounds like a grown ass woman. Like
woman.
buy these brushes with others, and I'm like, whoa.
Whoa.
You're like shorter than me.
You're Are you sure you're not an adult?
My age. What the fuck is going on with you? Anyway, back to Gundam.
Yes. Tangent time in the hangar.
We're almost to hour 3 here, so let's get to it.
Okay, so ticket shop. Hama, let's go. Level 1 and 2.
Damn.
Only 217 tickets right now because of the.
In case your Hama collection was not complete and you wanted that on top of the raid version.
Yeah, I pretty much got the level 1 now. I didn't have the level 1 all this time. It's been a whole year and I still didn't get a level 1 Hama, so now I do.
Jeez.
And yeah, I already had the level 2. So
Not too
I
shabby.
really hope they add that shield skill to the Hama because that would make
Hurry the fuck
a
up.
million times sense. And it would actually have a cool defense layer of some sort.
It would definitely make all the difference for support too, especially when it's gonna have a fucking the new raid barreling down on it any goddamn way.
Yeah.
Because of the cost height that it can go to. Oh my god. The fact that that's one of the ones they bumped up. Like I kind of get it because it's got that immediate output with the beam and stuff, but oof.
It would be really cool though, because it is, 650, 700 if you had the same shield skill, so you're both just kind of standing there like, you fire. No, you fire. You fire. No. I got my shield. I got my shield in front.
You.
Shoot this. Because it takes the heavy stagger down to just a normal, and then you take only 40% damage as a support. Let's go. I'm in there. Let's do it.
We in it to win it.
For real though, I'll just be like running around with that shield out charging the entire time. And then fire when it's the best moment to. But yeah, other than that though, so Hama 217 right now for the level 1. Definitely kind of a fun suit to use. They've buffed it a couple of times, so it's not the worst anymore. It actually has
Yay.
some thrusters, so you can use your very defensive. For some reason, they think Force Injector is a defensive skill that actually
is
makes a
not.
difference for support. But no, it doesn't make a
No.
difference at all.
If what if it had regular boost on it?
Right?
Nonsense.
But and that's like the mass production Cubile has Force Injector, and pretty much they were just like, nah, let's just make its damage and stuns go through the roof, and there we go. That's its defense, an overpowered offense.
Makes sense.
I kind
mean,
of
that's like the
like that a
usual
little bit.
support kit.
Yeah, right. But then you have the Bishop and the Saikamu Zaku level 3 on both. What do you think? I know you play a lot of the Bishop, Gustav. What do you think? Do you think the Bishop kind of falls off by level 3, or do you think it's still pretty solid?
It all depends on what you do with your shots. I would think
Fair enough.
it's kind of hard to say in terms of like what would be considered the better like support at that cost. I feel like output wise, it still hangs in there pretty tough. Maybe some other things are just like more balanced.
Oh, that's 450. I thought it was 500, but yeah, that's a 450 cost.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a lot better than
Because it starts
what I
at
thought.
350. It starts at 350. So
Yeah, the Saikamu starts at 400, doesn't it?
yeah, it's a
Oh, okay.
slight bump up.
That's what it is. I thought they were the same. I forget that they're staggered out. Yeah, at 450, that's not bad because I mean your competitors for space really are just, I guess, Line Full Custom, Gelgu Cannon, Jaeger.
Like Jaeger might
Mudrock.
be a little bit more balanced, I guess.
I guess the Mudrock would probably be the best out of these for the space one, because then you got the Dom Barrage and the SAG Line Full Custom, and then of course Bishop.
Mm-hmm.
Also the Heavy Gundam too. But
Heavy Gundam's not bad, but you gotta really have like a good front line for that.
and in
I feel
space
like
you gotta
Bishop
aim.
just like a lot of these suits. The bigger thing is that the Bishop just tends to have more maneuverability.
Yeah.
Since it has that preference and can actually like bump around pretty easy. So it's self-sufficient in the way that it can just kind of get away from situations or dodge pretty well. I would say that the hands, I feel like the hands need work. If the spread's gonna either give it more stagger build up or tighten up the spread on the hands.
Yeah, that would be
'Cause
nice.
I feel like there's a lot of times where it's hitting a bunch, but it's still not getting the stun, and I'm like, why? I'm literally doing like 2+K on this dude. He's
Yeah, how
not
is that
even
not
like,
enough to shotgun?
how
For
is that
real?
not a stun? Like, what the fuck? Like, if it's gonna be a shotgun, let it be a shotgun.
Yeah, I do that a lot. I know that feel way too
Otherwise,
much.
like, and that's definitely why a lot of people just lean on the charge, but at the same time, like the charge up time means you really got to play that either at the very outside of mid or just straight up at long, and that can be problematic when he has something like barreling at you.
What do we think of the Saikamu at that? That would be 500 for the Saikamu though. At that point, I think the full armor Thunderbolt's probably better, or even the space.
Night Seeker.
Yeah, Night Seeker.
Oh
Space.
yeah, Night Seeker Space is better than both of them.
Yeah.
I agree.
So at that point, you also have the cable. You can just kind of slap their shit. Now that being said, out of those, the Saikamu is pretty fast. I've seen a lot of people have a lot of survivability with it. The problem is that it's hard to respond after you zip around for a little bit. The Night Seeker beats it out in that regard. It just has a better answer once it actually gets the dodging done.
The downswing's still gross though. Let's see. Anything else for the ticket stuff?
Kind of so. Why can I hear myself?
All I gotta say is Hama time.
It is going to be Hama time. And then I'll give it that shield skill that's its block thing as well as charging. I'll probably still get stunned anyway.
I'm just charging up my boo. Okay, now we're in there. Just had to make sure I had it in there.
Okay, and then in the DP store we got a very scary thing. And it only takes Master Sergeant level 1 to buy. The Garibaldi Beta level 1, I don't know what you need for the level 2, but the level 1 throws at 450. And the 500 one takes, I'm going to just look it up now. It takes the Ensign one. Okay, that's what I guessed, but I was like, hopefully it's not, but yeah, figured it would be that. Ensign 1 for the level 2. Yeah, melee priority 3, easy, like build up stagger with the shield missiles, instant stagger beam, gross downswing, crazy suit. This is like literally we just got the Mark II in the DP store. Now we got this. Like, what in the world? Yeah, I isn't this thing still like 450? Like still high meta, if not like the still like meta suit to roll around in.
Which one are you talking about for this one?
Beta at 450.
Yeah, 450 is still fine.
Yeah, I think it's still like the meta suit to use, unless I'm missing something.
It's pretty busted. Yeah, I think the beta will stay relevant for a while too. So I shouldn't see it like getting pushed out too far. Priority and whatnot is just a really good thing to have.
Double dodge roll too. I mean, it's kind of like the Mark II problem of 450 cost, like, and nothing's really answered it too well. Then the rest of the stuff in the DP store is the BD1 and the Efreet level 4. At that point, just use anything else that has a heavy attack. Literally anything else.
Right.
Exam is scuffed. Don't do it.
Do it harder, intensify. Exam.
Dude, I'm so sad. Most of the exam suits now are kind of just like, oh, this is pretty ripped. The BD2 feels a lot better now, but it's still like, it's very raid life though. You know, if you get caught, you're just
still
like,
BD2.
Goodbye.
But, like 2 and 3, I feel got the better deal just because, like, their kits are pretty confident. That uniformity actually kind of helped them a little bit outside of their melee. The custom and the 1 kind of have it rough. BD1, I've still seen people sweating, but that's because those are like long-time BD1 players.
Well, I think the BD1 after they made the adjustments got like noticeably better. Like I would say, it's kind of a preference thing at that point between the 1 and the 3, or 2, I guess I would say. It's like which one would be better, because that rigidity reduction on the missile, the chest missiles for the stun, or like
really for the how like actually like goes out faster. Yeah.
So I think that's crazy damage. I would say the damage and combo potential on the BD1 is way better in the BD3 or 2. I keep on to say the raid is 3.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you definitely have to do more work to get the same output. You got to push in those missiles, smack them around, and maybe even get like a rifle shot or something in there for good measure.
Trying to think though, at its base cost, that's 350. I don't know. I still see a lot of flipper, or just for straight bunga, prototype Gundam, still just slaps way too much downswing damage.
It's bungus.
I've seen a lot more Goof Custom, and actually, there's quite a variety of stuff I see at 350 right now for raid. It's actually really good.
Yeah, 350's been pretty diverse for stuff like that.
The game that won me my full armor Slave Wraith, I went into a 350 with the one true sumo Gog. No big deal.
Oh god.
They learned what Scoop de Whoop was. We had 2 raids too. And then I realized I don't know why it put me in there was 2 Bs on the enemy team or something like that. I was like, wait, why did they put me in that room? This is raided. What is this?
I'm covered in bees. What the fuck? Yeah, they'd lowball every once in a while, and I don't know if it's just a capacity problem for the current rooms that are filling up, or if it's just something that they do as a mechanic. I don't really get that.
Well, I mean, last night I kind of went really late, just kind of YOLO'd a lot, so.
Okay, it might have been a weird mercy mechanic then.
Yeah,
you are getting your ass whooped. Here, play with the kids for a second.
Yeah,
get your bearings back.
I think last night I probably yeeted 60 to 70 points just doing random things. Being like, yeah, guys, we're pulling all nighter.
Pushed you back into the ball pit, fuck.
But, yeah, let's see. I definitely one podcast, maybe after this, kind of, I wouldn't mind doing a state of the game kind of topic, just as far as different cost and what seems to be meta, and does it seem a little too rigid at some cost? I wouldn't mind going.
Should we do it maybe post Annie or later on towards the end of the year? Because one thing that I'm curious about is what holiday season's really gonna have left.
Yeah, I'm really curious what their post, because they did a newsletter after last anniversary being like, thank you guys, it was an awesome anniversary, can't wait for the next anniversary next year. And I'm really hoping we hear that and be like, yes, we're going another year and definitely one after that, which is pretty much what they said last year. And
they were talking year 4 in some of the interviews. I just hope that they are more comprehensive about it in the newsletter.
Right. I'm just kind of slightly scared that they might try to push evolution a little bit. I know a lot of people.
We'll definitely get an event, because this is the difference between this is a good engine and kind of a rough game, and the fact that they never really got the third person aspect quite down for the competitive side of things. But as a single player engine, this shit's amazing.
Dude, if they, for real though, if they would make a single player game in this, or some kind of co-op game just in this engine, I know we've said this a million times already by now, but that would be hype. Literally the boss mode, fighting as a group of 3. That's so much fun doing the boss fights every time it's new. We're kind of doing it for the rewards, but if there was something else, if it was more I don't know, I'm trying to think of MMO light kind of game, I mean, this just sounds really weird, but a Destiny 2 or something kind of thing, right? You've got a party of 3 running around in kind of fights or something. If they just did some kind of co-op game that was like that, where it's this engine, that would be amazing. I think that would be fantastic.
It's kind of interesting that this is coming at a point where Overwatch which is what everyone's been equating this to, is kind of in a decline right now for various reasons. But also, this is a big up for a lot of people who like Gundam but don't really like games like this, and in particular are more preferred for shooters.
Yeah,
actual just shooters. So I feel like this has a good enough mix of bunga and specific raid elements, while also giving people more precision for the actual shooting. It might be a better balance for those guys. So it'll still retain people in the brand, just not necessarily for this game in particular. But I think both will just run side by side. They've definitely had no quarrels about keeping really old games running forever.
Yeah, that is true. I really hope they keep this going. At the very least. But I know, like, for me, for instance, I've waited for some kind of gameplay like this, or like the first-person shooter kind of thing for Gundam for a long time. So
Yeah. And the bigger thing is that like when I talk about like the third person stuff, I'm talking about like how they do the over the shoulder, how big the suits are, and how they take up the screen when you're clipping through certain things in really tight maps. The fact that the reticle is apparently still like physical
yeah,
and can be interfered with certain objects intersecting with it. That's something they never fixed.
missile
And
going
you
to
can
space.
literally, yeah, like that other Palace Athene thing I was talking about the other day, where like the missiles are flipping gang signs and just swishing past everybody.
Those crazy wonky
Yeah,
like quick swaps that they do.
Right.
I still love it when the suits do the wild 180s or whatever in the training matches.
Yeah.
Like they fixed that one for Arctic Base when it was just like everyone tackling backwards around the post, and we're like, nah, we did it. We solved it. We no, you did not. That was one out of many instances in issues.
Dude, the Rick Diaz doing the Ricardo Diaz flick there, man. Like, that's what it is. They're doing the backwards, like, and then it eats
Doing the
around.
flip.
Yeah, it's the Ricardo Diaz flick, man. That's what it is.
Ricardo. 10 out of 10 esports ready game.
Oh,
Look at Ashi.
Get in there.
But you know what though? They were trying, right?
They
And
did.
when they were trying to do the Grand Prix tournaments and shit, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna push this for competitive and do all this other stuff. And then BB Studios like, yeah, about that. This is a gotcha game, sir.
I mean, I think they were going pretty successful as far as in Japan goes. It looked like they were killing it, but I think really more it's essentially what happened with COVID kind of was like,
Mhm.
nah, because they were gonna have a tournament with that big event, and that whole event got canceled.
Mm.
And then
My thing is that the engine just wasn't ready. Like
oh
I
well,
don't
yeah,
think
yeah, I agree with
local
that.
or not, it doesn't really matter. I just think the engine wasn't ready for that.
Yeah, it definitely has some problems for sure.
And the fact that they later on were like, yeah, we're gonna make another title with esports in mind, and then oh, suddenly we have Gundam Evolution. It's like, no, this is their bid, and I hope that it's successful so that we can just kind of focus on making this better without that kind of pressure.
Yeah,
Like they can take that, they can have that for a second.
That'd be nice. Do you think they would do something where they kind of like do both of the games, kind of like at the same event, almost like a Gundam?
That'd
What's
be
the word I'm
neat.
looking for?
Yeah.
Because there's
Evo?
still a lot of people that are literally coming into our title, right? That don't know what this is, but they're looking now for Evolution because that got some news lines and stuff.
Mhm.
Or like they get those real quick nods about the anniversary and stuff, and like, what is this game? And they're like asking and shit. 3 years later. So
Oh yeah.
if they were to have like one event for both, or like just one after the other, like that would be nice. That'd be a good way to just follow into both of them. And if they don't do a collab or some sort of acknowledgement in GBO2, that's definitely a missed opportunity. The interesting thing is that a lot of people are kind of bitching about this game in the opposite way that they bitch about GBO2, because I don't think this is gonna get a console launch. I think it's like strictly
yeah, that's what I've been hearing.
PC. The people are like, yeah, too bad I usually just play on PlayStation, or like whatever. So
Yeah. That seems like
I don't really understand the logic behind that, but it might just be a studio thing.
Yeah, they might not have cross-play skills as far as like, I mean, already netcode is already a problem. We already talked about that and we mentioned that earlier.
Mhm.
So
Also, there was some guys that were doing streams of it. They're like competitive shooter players, do like Apex and shit like that in Japan, and they were actually doing sponsored events for the beta. So if you want to look up those VODs, you can probably get like a list of the people that were doing it.
I will say what's kind of weird, and I mean, MSGO kind of already does it, but it just really feels weird seeing the like actual healer role kind of just be a thing where you're literally running around just trying to heal another suit. And And then like the
Well, it seems like they had no problems with like spreading that duty out to like several different classes.
well, like I think there's a bonus to like when you're rezzing somebody, and I think it's funny that they call it rezzing. I don't know if that's actually the in-game term, but like if it gets translated to res your teammate, I'm gonna be like, wait, what? You mean repair him so he can stand up, right?
I mean, they're still gonna call it res because why wouldn't you? It's just a video game thing.
I guess, but
Oh yeah, it's gonna be
just,
terminology.
It just feels kind of like I feel like it's gonna be weird if the animations like you just kind of like pick them up or something, right? Like it better be like a
I feel like
repair
when
animation.
they did it was just like some weird aura, like green aura, and they just like picked them up
it's like
off the
bloop, bloop,
ground.
bloop.
Oh my god! Yeah, see, I haven't seen it yet, so I'm just I've seen like the gunplay a little bit, but I haven't seen.
See, here's
like,
the funny thing,
rezzing
because there's a bunch of people who are like, this Gundam kid don't feel like Gundam, and it's like, because it's a fucking video game for starters.
Right.
It's also supposed to be a competitive game, so it has to be faster. So, like, if this isn't your cup of tea because you're still waiting for that single player game, then by all means, like, keep waiting. But it's still a Gundam game.
Yeah, and I think that making a like a large competitive game helps with outreach too. Like they can get something that like is indie IP and can draw a crowd or something. That should help it out a lot too.
All right, that'd be awesome.
Dynasty Warriors 50. They should do another Dynasty Warriors Gundam game, though.
DWG, let's go. I'm ready for Reborn too.
If you ever wanted to shut up that crowd real fast, just give them that. That or do, like, side stories games in the GBO2 engine.
That'd be awesome.
I don't know, man. I can see the guys that are in their like 50th playthrough of Crossfire that are looking for one of those types of games.
Just playing Missing Link.
Yeah.
Doc is a big character.
Where am I?
Oh my god.
Where's my goofy
You know what? If they ever get a jungle map and they could do stuff like that, it'd be amazing if they had like Zoc as a support. For Gundam Evolution.
That would be pretty funny. Let's go.
Give it like super armor and it can just like swipe.
But yeah, let's see. Tangent. Yeah.
Tangent into a tangent.
Technically still Gundam, but yeah, we're off.
Technically still, yeah, but yeah. Half tangent, huh?
Anyway, that's it. Everybody, it's time to go home. Hope you guys enjoyed the podcast today.
Clan rank. Don't forget that.
Clan rank. None of you are gonna go in there because it's low cost space. Fuck off,
dude. Low cost space. I love low cost. Let's go.
Just gonna everybody sleeping.
Oh, dude. But yes, Saturday 9 p.m. Pacific, 250 4v4 simple battle resource satellite. Top 40 though still for the suit.
Yeah,
but,
bastards.
Yeah, that's what really sucks.
This could have been it, man. And then we're gonna immediately go into fucking high cost fuckery again. 6v6 too, by the way.
Yeah. Also, impact site, target shuffle, and then ace after that.
Barf, like the least actually competitive mode. That still needs to not be in this. Target shuffle needs to kick rocks. Keep that shit for quick.
By the way, though, I will say the Water World A water symbol looks pretty cool.
The water.
Water.
It goes to all participants. So there you go. You just play one game, you get it.
Good news for anyone who didn't wail too hard is that the next one is 600 and then the one after that 650.
Yep.
So we're not going to see 700 for a little bit.
Actually, I do have a question. How was the 700 games?
700 was pretty good. I actually enjoyed that. A lot of bungus dungus with the Sazabi. There were some odd ones out. Like, there were some people trying to run the O. I think we got the occasional, like, Cubalate MP or Mark II in there just because of the fork. But typically it was just, like, a shit ton of new Gundams and some Sazabis going in there. And the funny thing is that a lot of people are using the new as, like, a pseudo support. and it was working because they were literally just like lining up on like the big bridge or
Mhm.
staying at a perimeter around people, and were just constantly interrupting anyone that was going in.
Yeah, I've been hearing good things about the beam rifle actually over using the bazooka too.
Actually, just got the new suit on his alt. Oh.
Feels very same. I literally did like the free 10 spin on like the new like PCA time character that I've got that I'm just memeing on for the 2 weeks.
Mhm.
Oh, that's the other thing I've been doing is playing that character. I forgot to mention that. I would get like 500 to 600 clan points a game for my first like 3 games. It's really gross. Like, yeah, that's kind of silly. But I literally just did a spin. And it's like, here's a Cubalay. Here's a let's throw this 650 at you. Let's throw this one at you. Let's throw that one at you. And I'm like, really, game? Really?
It's your favorite. It's the best.
But
Would it not be a gacha if it was?
yeah, I mean that's my goal is to see what I can do like as far as the boss stuff and what suits I
Mm.
have, just buying them out of like the DP store during this event, and then
Oh
after,
yeah.
more than just getting a ton of boxes and then being like, well, I got my good suit, so therefore I can play the higher cost. I kind of want to compare this to after, and I'll probably just do a week after. Kind of gonna be the plan, but yeah, it's been silly though what I've been getting out of these boxes. I'm like, I don't want to be confirmation bias here a little bit, but I'm really feeling that meme where it's like, make a new account, you got crazy luck.
Well, of course, because they want you to keep going, right?
Yeah, that's like I got my weapon shop
sure.
going on my main. Then on this new account, it's like
And you just
all
hear
the
the
new
crinkle of the
suits.
foil.
Hang on, let me fit that tinfoil hat on.
They just snug it on there.
A little tighter. A little tighter. Let's put another tinfoil hat on too.
A loosey goosey in here.
But yeah, well, I was tinfoil hat on what this banner was going to be this week with the dual banner. But yeah, guys, what do you think the new suit's going to be?
If it's not the quest, I'm just gonna be upset.
I was going to say it's got to be the quest, dude.
Quests are riot. If you're not gonna do a double banner, then at least follow up with the proper thing. It better have a really crazy stun threshold on that Gatling gun.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I gotta say.
Like, I just want it to be a souped-up version of the GG, essentially, with the Gatling gun thing going on, and like.
Actually, it's not gonna be Hazel ever.
Keep the dream alive.
After, in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Hazel 2 in 2 weeks. Let's go. Hazel 2
wait
in 2
until
weeks.
Christmas. Wait until Christmas.
Maybe. That would be. I'm gonna say Hazel 2 after Quest.
This is this the last week coming up?
Yeah, this is. So they've only had
Hmm.
4 this time, which is what I think is kind of weird here. Like,
Yeah.
last time they did a thing, we should have added. We were supposed to add S- after or during the thing. So I wonder if we're gonna get that again, and they're just gonna give us more tokens or something. Like, it just feels very weird that they would minus a week off when they've done 5.
I think they realized. I think they realized how little they had for CCA, and again, this goes into the idea of like, what properties are they even going to try to push for holidays? Like, or is it just going to be unthemed?
I feel like we might actually see some AOZ though coming up, but do we think Unicorn's gonna be next year?
I don't know. Good question.
I don't see those as 700 suits.
No, that's the right. I'm just like,
it has to either be 750 or at some point we get 750 and then it goes into 800 or some crazy shit. Like, obviously it's not gonna have some of the crazier powers that it has. It's not gonna be like going through time and shit, but you know.
I mean, it's kind of like the EXS, right? The EXS, the what's it called? Alice
literally turns into a murder machine or whatever.
Yeah, like auto like just,
autopilot.
Yeah, so and Alice now is just like, you go faster. So yeah, I don't think the Unicorn's gonna go too crazy or have crazy modes, or we won't.
If anything,
see, like,
then it might just be just for show. Then that'll be the just for show suit.
Oh
just
no!
Like the EXS.
Oh, dude.
EXS kind of came back on its own though, right? Like people dunked on it pretty hard when it first came out, and it had that bug. But like, I wouldn't say it's that bad.
Yeah, actually, I think it's a
Yeah, the
pretty solid
XS can
suit.
DACA.
Yeah, like I see people pull 120, 150K in it a lot. So there are people in it who just decimate with it. I do not understand. It is not my suit, but it can do damage. But
It's weird that it's not your suit because it's still pretty
know.
supporty.
I just think it feels too big though. Like I don't know what it is. I think it's just literally too big, and it doesn't
It
really have.
literally flies though.
I know. I don't know what it is. I still can't. It doesn't click. I've been trying. I practice in it all the time. I just need people to request it more because I'm like, I could try it, but I'll just go to my supports. But yeah, the anything else though for new anything at this point? Because I think our one and only guess is Quest.
Yeah, it's the only thing that makes sense right now since it's still Annie.
If it's not though, I'm gonna like
Unless they
riot,
somehow
dude.
do like Psycho Doga or some weird shit.
Like if the only other acceptable answer is
Refine
this.
Barzam.
The only other acceptable answer is the new with the
Fucking high
HWS.
new.
The HWS new, the full armor new, whatever this thing.
They gave us the double fin new.
Or the double fin, that would be cool. Like you're throwing out all
Someone
the
did
funnels.
someone did a mock up of that where it would like cover up the other side of the camera. It's so funny. They had to do what they did with the palace and like put it overhead.
Yeah.
And had to just
Yeah, they'll
raise
probably
the
pick up
camera.
Otherwise, you won't be able to see shit. Like that would be crazy.
Oh, that's good. Okay, anything else?
No, that's it. Have a good day, everybody. Goodbye.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
next week will be pretty straightforward, unless it's not.
Unless it's not. If it's not, it's
Oh my god. I mean, it'd be cool, right? Like if they did the newsletter early, like leading into the last week, or just like, oh yeah, by the way, this is some crazy shit. They just pulled like a Nintendo, snap their fingers
Actually,
instead of like we just had like the high new Gundam or some shit. Like what the
It's gonna be the
fuck?
B Gundam.
The B gun. Here goes your new low cost space only suit, the B Gundam.
Woo! Dual banner to B Gundam and the GM Juggler.
Beep, beep, beep.
Good juggler, dude.
You know what? They should start doing some dumb shit for low cost.
I agree.
Yes,
Big
please.
Gym Juggler should also be ground and space.
So the balls float out and shoot.
Yeah,
things.
I was saying
Yeah.
if they let incons and funnels work on ground, then the balls should be fine.
There you go. But anyway, we want to go ahead and hop into some shoutouts.
Okie dokie.
Sounds good to me.
Let's see, Gustav13, Gustav _ X triple I. I am on all social media ever in the whole world. Just trying to keep up with clips and things like that. Also doing gameplay videos over on YouTube as well as shorts and all that good stuff. Currently still going through Nier Automata as our secondary game. Trying to keep up with clan match stuff. In fact, I'm still in practice as we speak with GS3. These guys go forever. Holy shit. But
I can appreciate.
We have
though.
like one more spot open, and then GKN is actually really full. So Corez was joking that we should make GK again, just like a second casual group. Like, oh god, we might have to. Like, if it fluctuates too much and we keep having people that can't get in, we might have to make another ult. But we'll have to see. Regardless, that's most of what we're gonna be doing. Just trying to keep an eye out for me over there, over on Twitch is where I do most of my stuff, and then it stems out from there.
The Twitch.
The Twitch. But you guys.
Yeah, I'm GamingEmblem. I do things on the GamingEmblem online internet stream thing. Go check it out. You can watch me lose every match of Pokemon Unite. It's amazing. That's it.
Oh
Everything's
no!
pain.
Oh no!
Everything is
Not that
pain.
bad.
Have you been playing the whole time?
Yeah, and I've literally lost every single game. I don't know
Oh
what's
my
going
god.
on. Like,
we got the sweat lords in there. They finally caught up. It's not just a streamer bait game anymore.
dude, I am literally sweating too. It's too hot.
So hot.
Rip.
So hot.
It's so hot I want to break terms of service.
Uh-oh.
Too hot.
But yeah, gaming who?
Yeah, pretty much. Sounds about right. That's my tag. Just look for
Unleash the gaming who.
Go giveaway, SRW giveaway. Go do that.
Yep. Go buy the robot game. Go buy the SRW robot game, you nerds.
Yeah, sign up
What are
for my
you doing
giveaway.
here?
Hey, I can't be a winner, but maybe somebody else can.
Dude, you sound so defeated.
It was one of those days, man.
Like, literally went from like losing most matches the day before in Battle Op, and like at least Pokemon, I got on and was feeling a little bit better. And like as soon as I get on stream, it just lost. Like fuck me, I'm just gonna end my whole career. I can't play video games. Just forever losing. Just get me out of here.
Can't be done with video games.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm getting old now.
See, I'm laughing
That's
now,
what it
but I gotta get my fucking space rating up after this off stream, and I'm just everything's gonna explode. So I'm already expecting that I'm gonna go super low. Stop,
Just okay, I'm gonna win
in
this one.
space.
But
I've
yeah,
done bad enough in Unite so that I can get a bot match, so we're good.
but yeah,
Go
shout
ahead,
out things. As usual, everybody's links and stuff will be down in the description below. Keep it a wop bop bop. But yeah, I'm EG Magnum. I stream on Twitch. Got a Twitter, YouTube channel, Discord, and also a lot of other social media that I still don't really use much. I'm bad at it, but yeah. Gotta be playing too many games.
Exist online, dude.
Yeah.
You must do it.
Too many games. Just too many games. Borderlands 3, Genshin probably again for a day or two, hopefully, and that's it. Final Fantasy 14, Fantasy Star, Monster Hunter World, Outriders, Valheim again probably. I don't know. Mech Warrior 5, League of Legends. Too many games. Of course, GBO2, everything. Gonna be doing some intensifying in the new support that they gave out right after this. And probably tomorrow, gonna be catching up on. I guess there's a little bit new story in Fantasy Star. Gonna try that.
Ooh.
Maybe do some Path of Exile. And I don't know. Who knows? I might actually just try the Genshin stuff tomorrow. But yeah, stuff and things. Probably might even do Mech Warrior now that it's actually not
the other Robit game.
So
anyway, try a Marvel game, see if it blows your computer, Magnum.
I already did, and it didn't. Hallelujah!
Hey.
Oh, that was a good day when I actually logged into that and I was like, yeah, it's good frames. The gameplay still is pretty bad, but I got frames. I can play it if I want to.
It's cheeks, but it runs good.
But yeah, anyway, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Let us know in the comments down below of what you thought about what we talked about and all that jazz. But anyway, guys, that'll be it for this one. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Peace.
Later.
Have a good night.